I just want to start off real quick before we begin to say that Donnie clearly rushed me over here because like my face isn't ready. I'm not ready for this.
Burn my tongue on that food.
You could have just told me to start without y'all. I could have started the show without you.
Considering your knack of ending shows before they begin, like we didn't want to make that happen.
All right.
So
it could have been the greatest start ever. Who knows?
Exactly. So welcome to tonight's episode of DHC Sports Show. I am your host for this evening. Virtual producer Ed will not be with us because he is sick, and Patrick may show up. We don't know yet. We'll see. So 3-man crew tonight with Donnie, the one that has to be on time, and Eric. How are you guys doing tonight? Besides rushed, Mr. Prophet.
Yeah, super rushed. My tongue got burned with my food, trying to scarf it down.
I've been sitting here for 20 minutes thinking maybe I was in the wrong place. I don't know.
20 minutes.
Well,
nobody gets here that early.
I do, but that's another story.
Normally Virgil does.
For what? What do you do? What do you need to be on here that early for?
I actually do a lot of prep work beforehand.
Yeah.
Get the picks ready. I get any sort of presentations that we're doing. It was mostly when I was doing tournaments.
You don't put the picks on here? Shouldn't that be done ahead of time? Like way ahead of time, not like 20 minutes ahead of time?
Well, this show is sponsored by All Fort Baseball Co. And guys, like I always say, if you want to get some great shirts, some great hats, this is the place to go. I love all their support local baseball stuff. I love their Sandlot series that they usually do. So yeah, definitely go check out their store. And of course, you don't even have to pay full price. If you use the code DADHAT, you get 15% off. I mean, honestly, that's a pretty good deal if you ask me. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can do this. Look, even got a little QR code going to All Fort just for you guys. So they also have a sticker club. So every month you will get, is it always 4 stickers or is it vary, Donnie?
It's always 4 stickers.
You'll get 4 stickers every month with a card with QR codes that show what they are. Sometimes it's baseball, sometimes it's collegiate teams, sometimes it are websites that are baseball centric, sometimes they're projects that are baseball centric. So that deal is usually $6 per month, but if you use the code DHC, get that 50% off. So yeah, you get that for $3 a month. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me. So yeah, go over to All Fort Baseball Co. and support our boy Logan.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's nice to see that arrive every month. I get an envelope, and I'm like, ooh, can't wait to see what's in there. And it's a lot of cool stuff. Logan does a really good job with the stickers.
What's up, Paulie?
Yeah, Paulie, good.
Hey,
good.
Paulie, what's up?
I'm afraid to ask, am I sick? No, I am not sick. Actually, no, I am sick. I am sick of Donnie rushing me.
Well, see, I can eat here.
And my nose is...
You said 15 minutes. That was like 6 minutes ago.
You got here early.
Yeah. No, I'm not sick. I am perfectly fine. I don't know why my nose is red. It must be the lighting. So let's go over today's hats and what are we drinking. So Donnie, since you want to be first, we will go with you.
So what I've got here is a nice clink room as well from, Abominable Snowman baseball player from Clink Room. Another one of the holiday hats. I figured I'd start wearing these each Tuesday and Thursday until Christmas because I've got a handful of different ones. So figured I'd break this one out. I like the powder blue and the snowman playing baseball. And then as far as drinks go, I figured I'd wait till tonight to open this one up because Eric would have received his, although his are not cold yet, but the Cheerwine Ale from No-Da Brewing in Charlotte. This is a very cool collaboration between No-Da and Cheerwine, both North Carolina-based businesses. And it's fantastic. It's just a nice ale with a cherry flavor.
It was actually cold just because it's cold out, but I still put it in the fridge to let it kind of settle. So appreciate that, Donnie. Yep. The top of it is a little banged up, dented in, but I think it should be fine.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Eric, how about you?
So today I got the Queen City Corn Dogs hat on. for our friends out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Summer collegiate team, had them on my podcast about a month or so ago. So go back and check out the Queen City Corn Dogs and with Eddie Hull. And then the last of Frog Stack from Phase 3 Brewing, just out, I think it's Elmhurst, just outside of Chicago. And it is a pineapple, passion fruit, and mango fruited goza. And it is very, very, very good. Had it on tap. Nobody likes to go around and drink with us. So Samantha and I went to Phase 3 when we were on our Chicago trip. And then it was like we were trying to hit as many breweries as we can, and they were getting ready to close in like 15 minutes. It's like, no, don't worry, we'll get in and out. And so we downed our beer, but this is the one I had. And then I saw they had a cooler, so I walked over there and saw they had I think a 4-pack, and ended up bring some back, and it's glorious. One of my favorite beers that I've had. So Frog Stack for me today.
Sounds good.
Eric, we never got into our love for cheerwine. Well, let's do a cheerwine episode. Let's just get in and talk all things cheerwine.
we could. I sent you several other cheerwine items as well.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
What's up, Big Chupapi?
Yeah, I like the Donnie talk over here where you're muted.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to shovel. No, I need to see if I can fit into that Cheerwine Hawaiian shirt I got from the Cannonballers a while back, so I can.
Yeah, that's one I really need to get. That I really like the one that you guys have. I've seen it on eBay before. I need to see if I can grab it.
Well, I will tell you this, Eric. If it does not fit me, I will give it to you.
Okay.
What's up, Jolly?
What's up, Jolly? What's up, Big?
Jolly Big, good to see you guys. So as you can tell, I am not wearing a hat.
Bill? I'm sorry.
Oh, Bill, how you doing?
What's up, Phil?
So as you can tell, I am not wearing a hat, which means it's time for a new hat debut. So I have a package from Donnie come in yesterday, and he said it was a beer package, but there was also another surprise in there, and I was trying to figure out what that was. So I opened that up, and I immediately smiled because it was something that I've been looking for a while. Not necessarily the style, but the team. So tonight's hat is the Savannah Sand Gnats.
Oh, wow.
So one of the, Donnie, you could probably tell more information. I mean, I'll get the logo up for this. More information about why you were getting this hat here, but it is a black and white one. It's not the colors that I'm used to seeing from them, but I'm absolutely love this. This was definitely a surprise to see yesterday. So Savannah Sand Gnats, absolutely love this. Donnie, thank you very much.
You're welcome. I have several, well, more than several, many eBay alerts for different logos, different teams, especially a lot of defunct teams when merchandise or anything that's actually put on eBay pops up. Savannah Sand Gnats is one that I've had for quite a while because the Columbia Fireflies came from Savannah, were the Sand Gnats, and rebranded here as the Fireflies. So I've been trying to find some of their standard hats. That's just they're all black. I think it's a BP hat, maybe. And the thing is, when I ordered that one, the pictures, it was advertised on eBay as a 7 1/8, which is my hat size. And the picture looked like 7 1/8. And it came in, and I put it on immediately, and my ears didn't touch the sides of the hat. So I was like, okay, this is not 7 1/8. I looked, it was 7 7/8. And the stitching went across the top of the 7. So I went back and looked. Did I totally miss that? And the whole ad said 7 1/8. The picture that showed the tag, it looked like 7 1/8 because of the way the fold of the stitch was right there on that sizing tag. So I was like, okay, well, this is never going to fit me. So I was like, this one's going to Virgil. So it's been sitting there waiting to get shipped to you for a while now. I do have that hat in a 3930, I think, or I think I found another one. It's the same black and white. I have to go find it because it came in after that one. I went back and found another one.
Well, thank you for thinking of your big-headed friend.
Absolutely.
And I almost forgot about the beer I'm drinking. So There was a conversation earlier in the chat that kind of made me realize I need to bring out a big gun tonight because of, let's say, some banter that was going on that may leak into this show. We'll find out.
I told you I'm not talking about that. So
I'm not going to, but I know someone from the chat is. So
I'm not
addressing it.
Banana, Montana. This is a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with toasted marshmallow flavor, banana foster flavor, and cinnamon. This is a 13.9, and this is from our good friends at Prairie.
Prairie Artisan Ales or a different Prairie?
Prairie Artisan Ales.
Out of Oklahoma?
Out of Krebs, Oklahoma.
Wow.
I get a lot of their stuff here. It's pretty good.
I'm glad they finally distributing a lot more here because usually it was just like their bombs and their Christmas bombs, which I enjoy. Don't get me wrong, but they've gotten a lot more out here since.
So, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I was going to answer a couple of these questions in the chat, not the one that Michael sent, but Ed, he knew he couldn't compete with us, so he kind of no, I'm just kidding. He was traveling for work, and now he's not feeling well, so he just hasn't been home lately. For Jolly's question, and then for Paulie, we haven't really done a white elephant. However, we usually do send over a gift to each other, or at least we have in the past. And then a lot of our online friends do an exchange, and it's usually freebies, the giveaways at ballparks, whatever extras you have lying around. Somebody puts it together, and then they draw a name, and whoever you get. So let's say I get Donnie or whoever in the group, then I would send him a package of whatever sports related items, typically like ballpark giveaways or whatever. And it's kind of not necessarily white elephant, but something kind of similar to that, I guess.
Yeah, I keep a box over here when I get extras of giveaway stuff at games or things like that. I'll throw them in there to use as gifts this time of year, which we need to figure that out this year.
Yeah, they didn't do that last year, did they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and they said, who wants to get in? And I text them, and they gave me a reaction that said, oh yeah, I saw your message, and then just left me out. So yeah, if you tried signing up last year, they left you out.
I don't remember who was setting it up, but I may take charge of this this year.
You know who runs it. And Big Donnie, he has a comment there for you.
Yeah, I send out stacks of fat cash.
Virgil Big says he likes that hat.
Oh, thank you. I said I really like this one too.
And looks like Phil's been to St. Nats game before.
See, I had a chance to go to one, but they were gone before I really went to Savannah because I went to the Bananas first year when they were in town as a CPL team. And that may have been. I know there were still some of the Sand Nats signage still up, so it wasn't completely gone yet.
Well, yeah, it was because the Bananas started in 2016, and that was the first year of the Firefly. So 2015 would have been the last season they played there.
Right.
And then they came here. So, which I actually have a couple of old Sand Nats jerseys that I got from the Fireflies randomly randomly a few years ago. Were auctioning or not auctioning, just they put out there on their website stuff that they found in boxes and storage and everything. So she's still at work tonight. So okay. Yeah, I have to give her a fat stack of cash because she is working hard tonight. Still at the office.
Hello to my favorite Wise.
Same.
But anyway, so I've got some Savannah Sand Nats jerseys and stuff that I've picked up along the way from the Fireflies.
That's cool. What's up, Michael?
I was also going to say real quick, I brought a second beer up here because I knew the small can wouldn't last very long with the length of time we go. So after I finish the cheer wine, when I have this Chimp Imperial double IPA.
Disgusting.
That a friend of mine gave me from Whistle Hop Brewing up in the Asheville area around Asheville, North Carolina. And this is, I'm trying to find if there's even it's only 8%. So yeah, it's a double IPA, but it's only 8%. So
kind of weak for a double.
Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be more than that.
This show is so crazy that Rhonda's going to crunch numbers incorrectly while listening to us trying to work.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't do that.
Yeah, just like
Sounds absolutely disgusting. No, IPAs are fantastic.
100%.
Green.
See, that's another person that thinks IPAs are disgusting.
Which they're correct. They are.
I'm not. I'm just going to stay out of that.
See, that's the thing, Phil. Wife is at work and Donnie has 2 beers, coincidence. So I got chastised one time because somebody was home and came in here and they're like, why do you have 2 beer cans in here? I'm like, well, this show's like 6 hours long. I got to get through the entire length of the shows and one's plenty. So I was told I can't have 2 like Donnie did.
I've had 2 with her sitting here, so she didn't have to be gone for me to have 2 beers. And Joe, I did recently pick up a hat from Augusta with the old logo, the green and purple Augusta Green Jacket logo, which I absolutely love that logo. That's a fantastic one that they should not have really ever gone away from, in my opinion. But I'm glad they keep bringing it back and have it in the store and stuff. So definitely get you one of those because that's a very cool logo.
Donnie doesn't work. It's always 5 o'clock in Donnie's world, so he can just drink whenever.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna try to.
I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, what time though?
9 o'clock. I got to leave the house before 8 o'clock. I got to be in Aiken. I'm doing a job for Gorell. I got to finish it up tomorrow.
He's making you work?
Yeah, he is. And he's paying me some stacked cash to do it too.
Like under the table? Like, do you have to fill out a 1099 for that stuff?
No. He's got a big project, and it's actually going to be a pretty nice one.
All right. So on the agenda for tonight, of course, we have our picks to make with college and NFL. But we're going to focus on college for a minute because, as it just came up again, another coach has decided or has said, I'm not interested in Penn State. So DeBoer has come out recently and said he is not interested, or he denies interest in the job. So it goes back to the question, who is going to go to Penn State?
Apparently nobody.
Because I can tell you right now, Billy Napier is not going to Penn State. He's going to James Madison. Mortenson's not going to Penn State. He's going to UAB, although I don't think Penn State really wanted him, but,
Which I figured that was happening.
Yeah, I think the lack of movement on that kind of told me that he was going to go there. So that was kind of my takeaway from that. But well,
one thing I heard today that was a possibility, and I don't know if this is out there yet or not, but there was talk that the current interim coach would remain through next season, and then they would look to hire a permanent coach next year.
So that's actually an interesting subject to talk about because no, that's not happening. I think dude's like retired at this point.
Big trying to stir it up too.
The only place he's going to show up is like UCO or Langston. He ain't leaving the state. So you brought up the guy who wants to the interim that's already there. And one of the criticisms I've heard about was the thing that Franklin was good at doing was distancing themselves from prior administrations. Because the Paterno-Sandusky shadow still kind of looms over that state, or looms over that college. Would bringing somebody who does have a connection with them going to help with that, or is that just kind of makes them go back to what people were thinking before? That's kind of what the big question of mine is.
Well, it's one of those things too that Penn State underestimated the attraction of that job, in my opinion, when they let Franklin go when they did. Because I think they expected there would be several people lining up to get that job, and that was not the case.
Yeah, I think they were thinking it was going to be like the Well, I mean, I was about to say LSU, but that was before the government intervention. But like a Florida kind of job that, oh, it's a big school and all that. Like they'll have the investment in, but like I don't know. When I think of winning traditions, Penn State's probably not even a top 15.
I mean, Penn State's got a history, but that history is tied to Paterno, and not the whole debacle at the end. But I'm just saying, when you think of Penn State, you think of the Paterno era and the success they had then, and that was a premier Big Ten program back then. Since it is not. I mean, they fell hard, and they've tried to rebuild it. And I've got friends that are Penn State fans, and they're just like, don't know what to do right now. I mean, it's not quite the SMU death penalty years ago, but they kind of got that a little bit with the Sandusky stuff and the whole carousel of trying to get somebody in there to keep them afloat. And it's just not. When you think of top Big Ten teams, I mean, James Franklin maybe made it somewhat part of the conversation. But when you say Big Ten, you start with Ohio State, Michigan State. You get on down the list a little bit before you actually get to Penn State. But they think it's like Ohio State, Penn State.
Oregon.
Iowa. Well, now you've got, I still hardly think of those guys as Big Ten yet.
Right.
They haven't really ingrained themselves. They're not really.
Just like Texas and OU's not SEC.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know what it's going to take other than time. So,
yeah, I mean, that's kind of my opinion. I don't know how much time would need for that, but I think if they do hire the interim, which Penn State to me is kind of way too big to be hiring the interim. So yeah. I'll be curious because like even UCLA, who I thought had a better possibility of doing that, got Chesney from JMU. So,
a good parallel that I could think of right now. So when Florida State joined the ACC, Florida State was crushing it with Bowden. They came in and they just whipped everybody's ass for years, started winning ACC championships, blah, blah, blah. When Bowden was gone, they kind of floundered for a little bit, and then they made some horrible coaching hires. And that's where Florida State's at right now, is like they're trying to get back to the Bowden era. And in some ways, Penn State's still trying to get back to the Paterno era of where they are considered one of the first two or three names you mentioned with the Big Ten. Because, I mean, who talks about Florida State, other than the train wreck that they are, who talks about Florida State as one of the top teams in the ACC anymore? They really don't. They haven't been for years. So that's just kind of gone away.
I wouldn't say Jimbo was a terrible hire. I mean, it ended badly, but Jimbo won a championship.
He did. And, I mean, so it's not a perfect comparison, but in some ways, Jimbo at Florida State, except for the championship, was very much like James Franklin at Penn State. It's like he made some success, but that program was not what it was with Bowden, with him running it.
Yeah, that's true. Anybody with a decent football mind and a deep pocket for NIL is a big key to success, no matter where you're talking about. True for most schools. Texas still hasn't figured it out yet, though. As you can clearly see, they're not back. Yes, Billy Napier, the JMU. I'll be curious how that one goes. I think that'll be a good fit.
With JMU having a chance to make the last spot, and obviously he wasn't very good at Florida, do you think that's not that great of a hire? I know JMU is not like a big name school, but
I kind of look at it like this. Yes, he struggled at Florida, but he was great at Louisiana Lafayette, which is kind of what this level is.
He's more suited for this level than he was Florida.
Yes, thank you. He's more suited for this level. And also, Florida has such unrealistic expectations, in my opinion.
Who doesn't sometimes?
Well, I mean, they're kind of the Penn State of the SEC, SEC, in my opinion. New schools would take Texas status. A lot of schools would take Texas status, but also, I mean, maybe it's the Big 12 fan talking into me. Like, I know how many times Texas have had #1 recruiting classes and still outspends everybody else, and then still kind of, enjoy your 7-5 season.
Texas thinks they're better than they are because they got their own network. They got a shit ton of money. I'll give them that. But that doesn't mean that they're one of the best teams in the country.
So Texas is the Yankees of college football.
At times, yes.
And a ton of money and don't have anything to show for it recently.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that.
I think they also banned facial hair. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
They brought that back, did they? Or was that just
That was a joke.
That's okay. That's
that
what
was it was a good joke though, because I was like, I almost posted it. I'm like, nope.
Now that Devin Williams has gone to the Mets, they're like, oh, let's bring it back. And
see, that was something that I would normally text you guys, but then I thought I looked into it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not falling for that one.
If you sent that one, I would have thought that you would just sent that one as a joke, because I know I would have. When it comes to now, there's another hire we haven't talked about yet. This one I'm kind of excited to see what happens here. So Chris Kleiman has stepped down and retired from Kansas State, much to Eric's chagrin, and Colin Klein, probably the greatest quarterback in Kansas State history.
Just not saying a lot.
Which I'm not. I will not take Clydesdale slander on this show. Is now coaching Kansas State. So the question is,
it hasn't been.
Huh?
That's not a thing yet.
It's not a thing yet.
No.
When they had it's not true.
No, when they had the press conference with Gene Taylor yesterday, he said, "No, we don't have anything at this point." And he joked, "I don't even know if I have Klein's phone number anymore." So no, there's nothing set in stone. Now, more than likely will probably happen, but it's not. And obviously, A&M is going to do what they can do. But no, it's not something that's even remotely close to finalized at this point.
Yeah, I thought it was. No, that's weird. I guess the report I saw was not true. Okay. So it's not finalized. So, oh well.
No.
Got excited for nothing then. But when it does happen, I will make sure to let you know.
I'll probably find out before you.
You probably will, as you do for everything else.
That's just, because I live in the state, so I get different reporting than what you probably see nationally.
Well, if he does not go there, who do you think would get?
I joked.
That's the second joke. That's the second Coach Klein from.
It's a good joke.
That's a very good reference.
I joked at work today with everybody. I said, Brian Kelly's available. And they just laughed at that.
Man, that's bad.
Wouldn't that be like Les Miles? He went to Kansas.
Yeah, but I mean, do you remember how that went?
Oh, yeah, I'm well aware. But he at least earned a national championship at LSU, unlike Kelly.
Yes, Jackson, we can see your comment.
I guess I'm. Yeah, a lot of those reports I'm seeing are saying that he is becoming the next coach.
It's more than likely going to happen, but there's nothing that's been finalized at this point. It hadn't been, after the press conference yesterday, because at this point now the whole talk is that they're declining a bowl invitation since Kleiman retired. So they're not going to be in. So then a 5-7 team like Auburn or Florida State might be in at this point for the last bowl.
Florida State going bowling, that'd be.
Why would you decline a bowl because he's retiring, or why would you?
They don't have a coach to coach them.
Why? Well, why? Okay, so as a retiring coach, why wouldn't you retire after the bowl for the team you just coached?
Good.
I'm at peace. I don't know. I don't like that school. I don't care what they do.
I know, but I'm just saying that doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, you want to retire, you've been there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, you're going to retire and then the kids get screwed out of a bowl game.
Congratulations. You went out on top as the champions of the ReliaQuest Poinsettia Bowl.
But this was a team vote. This was not just a decision by the administration. So they voted not that they did not want to go in a bowl.
Right, because they didn't want to lose that and finish even worse this year. than what they already did, which is funny because this is the worst season he's had, and he's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
See, this is the on-the-ground analysis that we need. Thank you, Mr. McCutcheon.
Yeah, so that's probably why most, like these other teams, just need to wait. Sure, we'll wait. We'll hire him, but we're going to let him finish his thing in the playoffs where all these coaches are leaving pre-playoffs, and I'm like, just wait. If you know that you want that coach, they're not going to hire someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, get something in place behind the scenes. And
well, I mean, but like somebody else could have hired Klein if, let's say, it's like another school came with, let's say, I know this won't happen. Let's say Penn State came with like double the offer what Kansas State went. And agreed and verbal to go with Kansas State, but then, somebody swoops in. So, I mean, I kind of understand. And like, look at Eric Morris, for example. Apparently there was a fight between Oklahoma State and Arkansas for him. So, yeah, Oklahoma State pulled the trigger on it as soon as they could. And I think that's just I think this was a unsuspecting symptom of what, the new atmosphere of college football is.
I feel like you got the better deal because I don't think Silverman's going to be that great with Arkansas. With Arkansas.
Yeah, that's kind of I'm not going to say that went over like a wet fart, but I mean, I think it'll be better than what they had, but same thing. Oh no, yeah, they definitely the firm that they use to do the interviews have definitely talked to him. Yes, that's how Weiberg got out of saying that he spoke directly to Morris because he didn't do the speaking. It was the firm that they used. So perfect. So as we go over the college football games, so of course, this week are all the conference championship games, and we will be going over picks for those. But are there any of them that you're definitely looking more forward to watching?
Well, I was looking forward to North Texas Tulane. I don't know if I should still be looking forward to it. It's going to be a whole different thing now.
Right.
Why?
With
BYU Texas Tech is probably the one I'm most interested in.
Yeah, I usually with rematches, I'm always kind of curious how they go. Apparently, this is a sellout at Jerry World.
Yep.
So, the question for that is, can BYU get revenge? Now, for the doomsday scenario that everybody think is going to happen, BYU winning would definitely cause some upheaval. Because Texas Tech's already a top 4 seed, they are probably not going to drop out if they lose this game. At least I would think.
Who's at 5?
Who's at 5? Let me pull it up.
Come on, Donnie. Why isn't that already up?
What do you mean? Who's at 5? Who's ranked 5?
Yes.
Oh, the rankings is Oregon.
So would they not go up to 4?
Probably.
Because they only have 1 loss versus a 2-loss Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that Tech wouldn't be knocked out of the playoffs. They'll probably.
Well, no. I know for sure. And that's what I'm kind of worried about. The only reason they potentially want to win is because they would stay as a top and get a bye. But like I said last time, who would want that at this point? Because the buys were awful to the teams last year in the playoffs. So if they lose, they'll drop to 6, 7, 8. Probably not that low. Maybe
probably 7,
6 or 7.
6 or 7, which would put them in a better position, actually, probably.
Right, and they would still get a home game to start with before they go the other. So that would almost be beneficial for them to. If they want a home game and everything. So I don't know what to think of that game, who I want to win. Yeah, originally, and like Donnie said, it would be different with the coaches not there anymore with Tulane and North Texas. But I think overall that game itself would probably be a pretty good game.
Yeah, I
mean,
want to see Indiana Ohio State because I'd love to see Indiana knock Ohio State off because I think Indiana's a better team than
I think
Ohio State.
Do you think it's safe to say that this game really will not affect anything? Both of these teams will still be top 4 seeds regardless.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
If Ohio State loses, they'll probably be 3 maybe, and if Indiana loses, they'll be 4. But outside of that,
unless in some weird way it's a blowout, which I don't think it would be. But if they blew out Ohio State, they might drop them out of the top 4. But I don't think it's going to be. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't see that happening. The Georgia-Alabama game is another one. It's like I could really care less. I don't understand Alabama being in that game to begin with.
that would put a third loss. Would they be done?
I think that would knock Alabama out if they lose that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it could knock them out if they lose it.
So what's that do for the back end then?
I think it helps the two bubble group of 5s get in
JMU,
better.
Tulane,
JMU and the winner of North Texas, Tulane.
Yeah.
Well, both of those winners, if JMU wins and then the winner of the American, I think they said both would get in over if Duke wins, if Duke beats Virginia. That one's kind of intriguing. Not that it's going to be a good game, but to see if Duke actually wins.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those games. I think I even told you guys in our text. The only reason I want Virginia to win is because of Tony Elliott. But at the same time, I absolutely hate that Duke is in it and that the ACC totally has a screwed up system of them even being in it, that I would just assume no ACC team make the playoffs because of Duke winning. That would just serve the conference right. It would take it would be something I'd love. I'd hate it for Virginia and Tony and what he's done there at Virginia, but ACC's got to get their shit together and do something different here. That's ridiculous that Duke's in this game.
You wouldn't see this in the Big 12, just saying.
Well, we're the 5th of the top 5, or we're not even top 5th of the top. There's no 5 conferences anymore. So that's what pisses me off about the Pac-12 too. It's like we had a Power 5, now it's not a Power 5 even.
No, I think saying ACC is 5th in the Power 4 sounds about right.
That's probably the best way I should have said that, is that they're 5th in the Power 4.
Yeah, so with the games there, I'm definitely curious in the Indiana, Ohio State for sure. I'm definitely going to be watching North Texas, Tulane, regardless, even though both coaches are gone and all that. I am curious how much James Madison is probably going to have to put up against Troy, because, they're still auditioning for a playoff spot. Albeit very slim.
What do you mean, Paulie? How could he? Money.
I was going to say to Jay Green, I wish that Georgia Tech were in this game against Virginia just to finish off the ACC, because I think Georgia Tech is a really good team and deserves a shot at the playoff. I think they just totally got screwed. Duke has screwed Clemson earlier in the season. Now they've screwed Georgia Tech with this thing.
Paulie's definitely not going to win in the Yankees, so he might as well go somewhere else.
Yeah, I got to try that. Yeah, I think that really with ACC, I would have been okay with. I mean, of course, I don't think they would have made a playoff, but I'd be okay with Pitt in there because they've shown. They've shown they can win. I'd be okay with an SMU. I'd be okay with a Miami or Georgia Tech. Duke is like the only one that's like, oh no, this is terrible.
Yeah, Duke has no business, and Virginia is. They're that team that's like, okay, they're really good, but they're just kind of blah good. They're not explosive good.
Yankees are winning what? They haven't won anything. Which? Texas, Georgia,
but definitely not Tech.
Virginia,
Texas.
What year? 1998. Oh,
I love
Donnie,
that Polly. I love that Polly's doing my dirty work. Polly's doing my dirty
your
work.
kid,
I don't even have
Donnie.
to say anything.
Polly, they haven't even won a World Series since you've been alive.
Yeah, we have. He was alive in 2009.
What is he, 2?
Maybe. Still.
See, this is why I brought up the 13.9%, because it just takes one little powder keg.
See?
Oh, look at there. See,
I told you.
called it.
I told you.
I got Mr. Nostradamus over here, man.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Christmas tree party. What's a Christmas tree party, Lynn?
It's a party with a Christmas tree.
Yeah, consciousness when he was 2.
E-driver says Georgia. I don't know about Georgia.
Hey, no, he's
Is
saying
he pulling
Georgia.
for Georgia?
No, because when he was talking about Georgia Tech should have been in there. I see.
Tech, he said Tech.
And I said
screwed.
which Tech? Georgia, Virginia, Utah, Tennessee, Utah Tech, maybe.
I mean, there were a few people that thought Utah Tech did get screwed out of this. No, wait, that's Southern Utah. That deal doesn't work.
Your Raiders got eliminated.
They got eliminated like in week 3.
1975. And moved to San Diego. They had a team there at one point.
His Raiders were eliminated like years ago. They're still trying to get into it.
Yeah, Donnie, E-driver was answering my question.
Yeah, I didn't connect the dots there till you said that, Eric. So my bad.
Can you guys say his full name, please? It's E-driver Donato.
Yeah.
At least you got to give him some respect. I mean, the guy drives the Donato pizza. I mean, you got.
We just call Free Polly Pie Polly, so and Jolly Jolly. So I was just going
E-driver. Why haven't they at this point, you think? Why hasn't Max gone anywhere? Because he's not helping, or they're not winning or doing anything in Vegas. So why wouldn't Crosby go? Does he cost too much? Does he not want to go anywhere else?
Does he want to go? Yeah.
I don't know if he wants to go, but he's kind of the only face of that team that they have right now.
I agree with E-driver on that. I hate when they're like 2 inches out of the end zone, get tackled into the end zone, and they said, oh, his momentum, he's out down at the 1/3 line. That's what the Packers did to the Lions. They threw him into the end zone, and they're like, oh, no, his momentum, he was outside of the end zone, so that wasn't a safety. It was like he literally grabbed him and flung him into the end zone.
Well, that one there, they showed that shot down the line. When his momentum going forward stopped, that ball was touching the white line, which counts as a touchdown, so it should count as a safety.
The Packers are going way further than the Raiders are, that's for sure. Or whoever I don't know if you're just saying that about. I'm assuming you're talking, Jolly's talking about Raiders being his team. They're for sure going more further than they are.
Oh, he's giving up on the Raiders. He's just taking the Packers down with him.
Next year we'll be back to what? Playing in Vegas again?
Yeah, so that's what Lynn's talking about is the Oviedo trade for Pirates, and
they traded Josh Nixon Garcia.
Yep,
I didn't know that until as soon as I saw password, I was like, "Whoa, what?"
It just broke like an hour ago.
That's wild because they had just called him up. He was one of their big prospects.
Yeah,
who would they get in return?
I saw him play at 2 different levels down through
right-hander Johan Oviedo.
Oh, I keep hearing that Duran possibly to the Royals. I don't know for sure if that'll be a thing, but possibly.
I haven't heard that one.
E-driver says that Dak's doing a white line out there on the field, so good to see that.
Do you think some things have not changed?
Skeens for Josh Nixon Garcia. That I'm sure that probably was the trade.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't cause any issues there.
I mean, at least they're getting somebody to help Skeens too. So
I was about to say that's not a bad. I mean, I feel like Pirates probably came out ahead in that. So did he just finally get what the E-driver thing meant?
Yeah, he's high on medicine, so he's like, oh, that's actually something funny.
Oh,
I haven't heard about the Dodgers trading Teoscar or Glasnow, but I wouldn't be surprised.
So they're showing another replay and have Terry McCauley on. He had the football in front of the end zone line, but his back foot was in the end zone, and he got tackled in the end zone.
Okay, let me actually dig in deeper to look at this password deal. Just make sure I have the right players.
That surprised me, though, because I thought he was a pretty big prospect and name for them to get rid of him.
Yeah, he was coming up through their system hot, and you don't pull somebody up through the system like that just to trade them away, man. That's crazy.
The Woo Sox and some of them all made like T-shirt jerseys that had the password like and his number on it. Like you don't do that for somebody that, well, obviously they didn't know he was going to get traded, but
yeah, I mean, I saw him when he was. I saw him here in Columbia when he was playing with Salem back a couple years ago, or last year. Was it last year? Maybe. Yeah.
Probably not for Salem. Was he Salem last year?
No, not this season, but the season before.
Oh, season before. Okay,
yeah. He went up through the ranks quick this year, but I think he was at Salem the season before for a little bit. Him and I think his brothers was there as well.
Lynn, I just got tickets this afternoon for Oklahoma City Cosmic Baseball, so I'll be going down there in April.
Yeah, the Louisville announcement is coming out tomorrow, so we'll see.
I'd already got tickets, and then later in the afternoon after you said you got your text, I got one that's like tickets for the April 4th in Oklahoma City go on sale tomorrow. I'm like, thanks for sending that to me a day late.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Nashville announcement, though, so that's the other one that's still kind of pending.
That's fine. If you don't want to go to a winner, Jolly, you can go to the Ravens because they sure ain't winning nothing.
Speaking of the Ravens, unless I've misread this, they have a possible deal with Mark Andrews again.
Yeah,
they like 5 year.
Yeah, they did make him yeah.
Which baffles me because recently they've been using Isaiah Likely more as the possible replacement for Andrews. So I'm wondering
Likely
I don't know what the Ravens are doing.
Likely hasn't been that great. He'll occasionally have a game where he'll catch like a touchdown, but he's not very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then if Patrick was here, he'd make some dumb joke about, well, Likely, I think that he'll be blah, blah, blah.
Well, hasn't Andrews been hurt some this season already?
He has.
Yeah.
So he has missed a few games already.
Yes, big. Which is great because I live with a fan, so it's awesome. I enjoy it.
He's glad his wife's team's out of the playoffs.
She legit wants them to be bad for a couple seasons because she's ready for tickets to be cheap again. She's like, I don't care. I'll sit up at the very top, row in the stadium because they used to be cheap before they started winning. So we got tickets and could go at least a couple times a year.
It's working for the Nashville Predators right now. So,
Virgil, Joe wants you to be his date in Akron.
An extra. Absolutely, I'll go up there.
June 27th.
My only time in Akron was actually a rain out for a Rubber Ducks game, so I never actually got to see a game in Akron yet, so may as well count this.
Oh, never mind. I no longer like big. Have fun with your 1 week reign at the top of the NFC. You'll be done here. And you'll still make the playoffs, but you won't be first in the NFC after Sunday.
Eric's choosing violence tonight.
Well, are the Rams taking
Big's the one that, yeah, Big's
you
the
going
one
after Jolly? You going after Big?
Well, Jolly came after my team, and Big's all of a sudden throwing his team out there. Caleb Williams bringing to the promised land. What promised land do you think he's going to take you to? Because I can guarantee you it ain't the Super Bowl.
Well, see, Patrick's not here, so he has to send his anger to somebody, and he has chosen the chat. One more thing in college I want to talk about, and Donnie, since I know how deep your pockets are, I definitely can make this happen. Yeah. Vanderbilt is looking to play another game, trying to find a pump.
Sorry, don't mean to cut you off. No, Ed, E-Driver, did you not see who started it this morning? I was not the one. I was being bullied, and so I had to come back and defend my honor. So I was not the one that started it. I didn't wake up that way, but somebody in your group here that's in the top right corner was the one that started it all. So, okay. Anyway, sorry.
I just
Sorry to
shared a
cut you off.
video to the group.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so sorry, Virgil, go ahead.
I can't help how easily triggered you are.
Mhm.
The victim card.
Just go ahead and start this. Go ahead. Just
Nope. Go on.
Nope.
Keep going.
All right. So Vanderbilt, to try to save any sort of playoff hope that they think they have, tried to set up another game. Now, this is not out of the ordinary. This had happened before. But I guess with the logistics and everybody, they said they have found a few teams that were interested, but they could not financially and legislatively set it up.
I don't buy the financially part.
I don't buy the financially part
Yeah.
either. I think it was a cop-out.
But the logistics and stuff I could see. But surely they would have to have known that things were going to be crazy prior to the end of last weekend. Why weren't they planning it week and a half, 2 weeks ago? Also, you can only do it in Hawaii, right?
Pretty much.
No, not necessarily. Well,
Hawaii's
this
the
time of
most
year-
likely option.
Well, there's a rule, because this came up on Dan Patrick late in the day. They found the rule. The rule is that if you schedule a game with Hawaii early in the season, you can add an extra game to your schedule, because everybody plays 12 games regular season right now. And you can't schedule a 13th game unless Hawaii is one of your opponents, and then you can schedule an extra game. So they were just like, well, why doesn't everybody schedule Hawaii if they want to try to have an extra game? Well, most people don't want the extra game unless they have to have it. But it's too late in the season to decide you need it and then to try to go to Hawaii.
Hawaii plays 3 times in 3 days against teams that are trying to get in.
Well, I think the joke after this was discussed earlier on that show was that if there's teams that are just now finding this out today, you're going to see Hawaii playing a lot of big time teams early in the season next year.
Make a series out of it for Hawaii. I mean, this is a good marketing.
If I'm
opportunity.
Hawaii, I would absolutely own that rule right there. I'd be scheduling Alabama and all these other teams to come out there early in the season and collect some money from them.
I was going to say, instead of you going there and they have a payday for you coming to there, they come out there, but you still get their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then they made bowl this year with, is it Timmy Chang?
Timmy Chang.
They're playing the Hawaii Bowl. Imagine that against Cal, which is funny. They've already announced that bowl game.
Yeah, some bowls announce early. And
Well,
that's one of, I think because like the Army, when Army Navy ends, I'm sure they're going to announce theirs early.
Yeah. Well, Cal's so far down the list of the ACC tie-ins or whatever. They're like, well, let's just get Cal. They're not going anywhere else.
And that's obviously a lot easier and closer flight for them to get out there.
Oh, yeah. It's a logistic plus for Cal to play a bowl in Hawaii. Like, if you're a Cal fan, your season's as shitty as it's been, except for the fact that you ruined the ACC by beating SMU the last week of the season. Now you get to go to Hawaii for a bowl game. Hell yeah, take that.
I haven't seen a game there, but I did see their stadium, so it's right there, obviously by the baseball stadium. So when I was there 3 years ago, or almost 4 years ago now, I saw the football stadium. So that'd be cool to see a football game there.
I agree. Hawaii produces big Samoan linebackers, and then they transfer to Utah afterwards. So let's talk about college again for a minute, because this bothers the crap out of me every time I see this happen. So there was a report today or a few days ago that Alabama is dropping USF in place of Chattanooga, and there's another team there. And of course, you have the talking heads going, see, this is what's going to happen now when Ohio State has to play Texas and they lose because of Texas. Not because they lost to Florida, it's because, Ohio State lost. That's what kept them out.
Well, didn't they just reschedule it for much later?
They did, but
they didn't cancel it, but they moved
They
it.
didn't cancel it, but it got
7 years.
rescheduled. But it's still the whole dropping a game that would be watchable for a team that's like in the low. Like, we're scheduling these FCS games because as always, we all know, FCS teams playing at SEC is a brand new thing and has not been around for years and years, as long as I remember.
Right.
It's a brand new thing that the playoffs have caused. The more I see people talking about it, the more I kind of am starting to think, do people really like college football anymore?
I know Donnie doesn't. He proclaimed as much.
Because
I'm getting
see,
tired.
I see these takes of people that are saying like the group of five shouldn't be in the playoff, and I'm like, that's what sports is to me. See if the underdog can take out the overwhelming favorite, and I don't understand that.
The thing that gets me, and the reason of my comment today was what it was. I'm tired of the committee. I'm tired of the because there's no transparency with it. If it was a thing where you could see them week in and week out actually discussing it in an open forum, then that would be different. But I mean, it starts with the coaches poll, which is a joke to begin with too, because most of these coaches don't watch any games. They have a staffer fill it out, and all these teams are ranked where they're ranked just by happenstance. And then you have the committee start having the quote real poll, 2/3 of the way into the season. And they're obviously their goal is to create the best TV show they can create for the playoffs, because they don't want these, stuffy like last year. I mean, they screwed it up last year with the way they positioned the teams to begin with, but they don't want Ohio State playing some team that's just going to get crushed. It's like that. Nobody's going to care about that game. They want you to care about the games. And like I said, go back to the computers. Go back to the computers making the rankings. Go back to the computers setting all of this in place. And if you want to have a human element as a part of the 16 different computer rankings, that's fine, but not let it be the main thing. And then now that you've got 12 teams, and eventually you will have 16 teams, I guarantee in a couple of years it'll go to 16, you have a more accurate, less biased list of teams.
You know how many people I've seen lately say, I miss the BCS? It's funny that nobody liked it then, and now that we've moved on, everybody wants it back.
Nobody liked it then because it was only the top two teams. If we'd have had a 12-team playoff when they were doing the BCS, everybody would have loved it, and we would be there now.
I disagree. There are still a lot of people that hated the computer portion of it because it said it took the people out of the rankings, because it was about, if AP poll and coaches poll, it diminished them, so the people don't have a voice. It's all handled by a computer. Because that came up when Nebraska played Miami after Nebraska got shellacked by Colorado back in 2000.
But if we want people that don't know what they're doing talking, we'll just have Michael out there.
I mean, I don't want people. I mean, people have biases. People suck.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think if you're going to have, I mean, the AP has always been, in my opinion, it's been better, for better or worse, than the coaches poll, because the coaches poll is just a joke. I don't even know why they have a coaches poll. These coaches do not watch other teams. They're focused on their own team. That's the stupidest thing in the world. The AP has its own issues, but it's a better system because you have the writers that are supposedly involved. I would have a poll that includes all these freaking analysts you see on TV, on all these sports shows, on ESPN, all the networks. Have something where they're part of that too, because if you're going to have people do it, let them be a part of it in some way. But I think you need to add the computer part back to it as well to balance out the biases that are in the human element.
We don't want these people like Ari Wasserman out there giving us their votes either. So no, we don't want that.
No. So I used to be a big proponent of conference championships. Now I kind of see the point in not needing them because other levels don't have it.
Yeah, I mean, it was for money to begin with. This is the thing. Now it's kind of like a love-hate relationship with the conference championships, because some teams need the conference championship to win it, to get in it. And some are like, we don't need this because we don't need to lose it to get out of it. So
Mike and Terry said the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're absolutely. I've always thought there's no reason to have any polls until you're 4 or 5 weeks into the season.
See, absolutely agree, Phil.
Is he thinking that having the computers out there that South Carolina is actually going to get in then?
Well, it'll say USC, but it'll be like they don't know which one. They can't delineate between the two.
Not necessarily, Joe.
No.
Just because they win doesn't mean they're guaranteed to get in, because they would have a lower ranking than JMU, Tulane, or North Texas. So it's not completely guaranteed. Now, if JMU and like Tulane loses, for instance, then yeah, they could get in, but it's possible that they may not even make it in, even if they win the ACC.
If they win, they'd have to then be given a ranking, and that ranking would not be very high. It would be barely into the top 25.
I don't think there's a scenario where they get in.
I don't think there is. I think if they get in, the biggest thing is if they win, they keep the ACC as a conference out of it, in my opinion. And when you've got 4 teams ranked in the top 20, and only one of them is playing in the championship, and the other 3 are there, and you have nobody representing you in the playoff, that's a mess right there. And I know E-Driver loves some chaos. Well, he's going to get it if Duke wins.
So in some leagues, in some conferences, yes, they do feel like playing games to the playoff, like maybe the Big 12, for example. But still, you can have situations where, like look at the Big 10. Both those teams are going to be in the playoffs. There's not really a play-in aspect to that.
Yeah.
Oh, and absolutely preseason. That's it. This is the preseason hype that we were talking about.
Well, and again, going back to the teams that should be in the championship games, I don't understand what each conference has as their determining factors. Especially, I mean, it used to be divisions because you had divisions. Now you don't have divisions. So either go back to divisions and have the top 2 teams in the divisions play, or you just need to start with your top 2 highest ranked teams play for your championship.
Oh, and before I forget, Terry, congratulations on your win in fantasy with your Gibbs having like projected to have like 80 points by the end of this game. So congratulations.
Are you Patrick-ing right now?
Yes.
No, I'm really not. Like I
really
saw,
not.
I saw it was Gibbs versus Dallas, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm even I don't even know why I'm doing a roster today. I know.
Jameson Williams scored for Patrick, but then he stepped out at the 2, so they brought it back, and then they gave it to Gibbs, who scored.
Yeah, so
that's the touchdown so far. For Jolly, if we had the 4-team playoff, then Ohio State wouldn't have won last year because they wouldn't have been in. They would have been low enough as like a 7 seed or whatever seed they were, that they wouldn't even won the national championship last year. Now, Michigan would have been excited for that, but I'd like it that it's more than 4. But like we talked about the other day, at what point do you cut it off where 16, so 17, 18, 19 feel like they should have been in?
Well, I mean, FCS has what, 24, right?
Yes.
I think it works for FCS. I don't know if it, I don't see why it wouldn't work for this.
I can make it work for this.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people that could.
No, you sent me an imposter version that does not have all the conferences. That does not fit my grand vision.
Real quick, speaking of Terry, though, I don't remember if he was on Tuesday. Thank you for the win last week. Put me into the second place now. Appreciate that, Terry.
I think 16 is a reasonable number for them to be at this point. But I'm also, as the more we follow FCS, and I've always said there's no reason why if the FCS can do it, why Division I can't do it. I don't see why they don't just do that. And you have your 8 bye week teams, and then you have the rest play, and boom. That would solve a lot of these arguments. because you'd have a lot of these conferences getting a lot more teams in there and see what happens.
I don't know. I'm still kind of thinking. I feel like SEC fans have such a easy memory, or forgetful memory, considering how bad they performed last year in the playoffs.
But it means more.
I mean, I guess so.
Listen, SEC fans are delusional. Sorry, Phil, but they are.
Can college football start earlier in the season? I'm not sure how that would work with the.
Well, if everybody started playing week -1 instead of all the other crap they do, then possibly.
Got breaking news out of Calhoun City, Mississippi. Well, technically down in Starkville, but the Calhoun City Wildcats just won the state football title. I think they're 1A, but they played down in Mississippi State, and Johnny was at the game. But his hometown, Calhoun City Wildcats, state champs in football.
Look at Johnny Bolin leading the team to a championship his first year in the city.
Very nice.
He said it was 39 and raining, so that would not have been fun. It's only a 14-8 game. But congratulations. Congratulations to Johnny's hometown high school football.
Well, you know what's also breaking news?
Gottlieb.
Yep, it's time. So, game just ended. So, welcome to tonight's episode of Gottlieb Watch, where I chronicle Gottlieb's second year at Green Bay University to see if he wins 10 games. We are currently at 2. So let's see. Let's go on to tonight's opponent. Tonight's opponent, Robert Morris. So they won the Horizon League last year in the tournament. They went 26-9 and had a really good showing against Alabama in the first round before losing that game. Now, currently they are 6-3. A lot of the players that were on that team last year got transferred to different places. The player that I've listed, Ryan Prather Jr., is probably one of the only ones that were still there. He's had a good second season there. And Green Bay was favored by 1.5. So, my question to you guys, did Green Bay win this game? Now, just to make this a little more enticing, I will say that the winner of this game took the lead at a 3-point shot with 2 seconds left.
Ooh.
I'll say Green Bay won.
No, Robert Morris won.
Well, the answer is Robert Morris. Robert Morris, very good back and forth game. Robert Morris pulls it out 80-78. So Doug Gottlieb did not win his Horizon League opener, but I got to admit, this is definitely an improved team compared to last year.
Oh, yeah, they're a hell of a lot more competitive.
Yeah. So,
hell, they've even won the games they're supposed to win this year, and now last year they weren't even doing that.
Well, they won their 2 Division III and NIAA games.
That's what I meant.
Them beating Iona, though, was a surprise. I was not expecting that in the Paradise Jam.
That's true.
So, next game we have, over the weekend, they'll be playing Wright State, wrong university, the Raiders.
The wrong WSU.
The reason why I go with that is because I was at a Dayton Dragons game and waiting by the front of the gate before it was open, and one of the season ticket holders asked me if I knew about the colleges, and I said I knew about Dayton, but I didn't know there's another one. He said it's called Wright State, but we always call it Wright State, wrong university, and that's always stuck with me.
That's a good one.
So that's it for a quick Gottlieb watch. So guys, I think it's time. Let's go ahead and make some picks.
Let's do it.
So Patrick is not here, and I'm wondering if Ed is still in his medical coma or not. We'll see. So we've got a lot of college games. We got some NFL games, and of course we got Eric's favorite FCS games to do. Why are you rolling your eyes? It's FCS playoffs. It's a big deal.
It's not.
Watch some.
No, definitely won't be doing that.
No, because if he watches some,
he'll fall in love with it.
He's going to fall in love with it.
Nope.
And then he's going to want to do the show, and then we're going to have to rename the show because it can't work if he's on it.
I will be in Kansas City on Saturday, so I will not be watching.
Okay. I think there's a Division II game like outside Kansas City. Maybe you can go see that.
KU's playing Missouri in basketball.
Is that
at
why you're going?
T-Mobile. Is that why I'm going? No. Is it why I might possibly go to the game? Not sure yet, but no, that's not why I'm going. We're going to
Okay.
see Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Ooh, nice.
It'll be my 16th year in a row.
Didn't realize.
Wow.
Wow, that's an impressive streak.
Thank you.
If they came,
I've never seen it, so that's
if they came,
16 ahead of me.
Have you? Well, I don't know if you like a rock opera.
I've wanted to see it for years. I've just never gone to see it. It's been here in Columbia a lot of times.
The West crew, so they have an East and West crew, so they both travel, and so they can do multiple shows in the same day, but there's two different bands. The West crew, one of the singers has been there, and this is her 16th year, so we basically started together. She started with the band, I've been going, but we had an old Coliseum that I went to the very last year of that Coliseum, and then we got the new arena that opened in 2010. I saw them almost every year, but then a few different times they didn't come to Wichita. So one year I went to Tulsa, and like the last 3 years I've gone up to Kansas City to see them. And so this year they're not coming to Wichita. So it's been the last couple of years they haven't come here. I don't know if it's ticket sales or how they decide where they're going, but they pretty much go to Kansas City every year. So we're going up to see them in KC again on Saturday.
oh, they're going to be in Birmingham next week.
They're so good.
Yeah, they never come to Huntsville, so it's like out of sight, out of mind. Now I've seen Mannheim Steamroller come through here.
See, they
Right.
come here as well. I haven't seen them. My mom likes them, but I haven't seen them before.
Yeah, I got to see them one time, so I was happy for that. I was checking to see if they're going to be Donnie. They're going to be in Greenville.
Yeah, I had seen I see them come to South Carolina
In
all
Charlotte.
the time. Yeah, in Charlotte. I think they play Charlotte pretty regular.
I'm in their fan club, so I get early access. So we're always third, fourth, fifth row on the floor. So I'll send you guys some polos on it. It'll be
Okay.
really loud though so make sure you're not somewhere where because it's gonna be super loud. Lots of fireworks.
I did not have Trans-Siberian Orchestra groupie on my bingo card for Eric.
Really?
Yeah.
And the cool thing is they are meeting fans again for the first time since 2019. So we used to go in every year and they'd have a table, which would suck because we'd have to sit there and wait for like an hour for them to change and shower, whatever else, come out. But then you get to meet them all. And all the drummers would always have their guitar picks in a pile, and you could just take a guitar pick. So I have a ton of guitar picks with TSO on it and everything. And yep. So I'm a huge TSO groupie going for the 16th year in a row.
Why did drummers have guitar picks?
Sorry, guitarist. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
All
Sorry,
right.
guitarist.
I was like, is that something crazy they're doing or what?
No,
So,
Yeah, sometimes when you need to get like the really staccato sounds, you just take the picks and just like that. So yeah, I got it.
My
Well,
bad.
it's funny because I went to see Cheap Trick a few years ago in Augusta, and that's a very small arena, the James Brown Arena, and went with a couple of buddies, and we were like fifth row center stage. It was ZZ Top before Dusty died, and Cheap Trick. And it was just so funny because Rick would walk over there and just he had like a shoebox full of guitar picks. He'd be playing, he'd flick some of them out there every once in a while. And then all of a sudden he'd just reach over there, grab a handful and just like spray them across the crowd. I think I got like 8 guitar picks from him.
I used to go, not as much anymore, but to a lot of country or rock concerts and be front row on the floor. And I got a ton of guitar picks, and I don't do it anymore, but back when they had physical tickets, I would get like a picture frame, put my concert ticket and then whatever guitar picks and tape them to that. And it had like a tri-frame. And so I do that for like 3 different, and I had those hanging up like in my living room for the longest time. So yeah, I got a ton of guitar picks when I used to do that, but we'll see. I don't know at this point if we're going to stay around long enough to meet them. Plus they have 2 shows. So I'm not sure if they're even going to meet people after the first show, which is the one we're going to. And then we're going to go to the Donnie neighborhood of Kansas City, all the rich houses, and see all the Christmas lights afterwards on Saturday night. And then staying the night, talked about briefly, not sure if we're going to go see Kansas and Missouri play at T-Mobile Arena. So the TSOs at T-Mobile Center. T-Mobile Arena's in Vegas, T-Mobile Center, and then the basketball games the next day at the same place. But then we have a botanical gardens here, and they have illuminations where it has thousands upon thousands of Christmas lights, and our work Christmas party Sunday night there. So we'll have that as well. We get to go to with the dinner and walk around to get to see all the lights there.
That's pretty nice.
There he is. Donnie is rich. Correct. Emphasis on is.
I don't know who this Patrick is, but he doesn't know me.
Yeah, they're going to have the Galaxy of Lights at Botanical Gardens here. So they usually have the walking tour. So I'll definitely be checking that out.
Cool.
I always like seeing stuff like that. And I'm assuming, Donnie, that the Galaxy of Lights will just be your house.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have any lights outside my house.
What?
No, we do a little bit on the porch. I don't put lights up out around the yard and stuff.
Eric, I will be looking forward to the polo with that house you showed for Halloween, but showing the Christmas version of it.
Honestly, that's Samantha's sister.
Right, sister.
I have not seen the house for Christmas before because she's like, "Oh yeah, didn't you?" Blah blah. She's like, "Wait a minute, no, you weren't with Shannon and I at that." So no, I've not seen it. So I want to make sure we get to it. But yeah, every year, one of the teacher. She retired last year that set Shannon and I up. She was a first grade teacher when I was at the school or when I went to school there. And then she was there all the way up until just this past year, but she set us up, but she has us out to her house out east, Wichita for Halloween. We go over there for dinner, trick or treat in the area. And then we leave there and go to Samantha's sister's house for that. Haunted house, but yeah, I want to get over there to see what their Christmas lights display looks like because I've never seen it before. But supposedly it blows it out of the water.
I'm expecting real reindeer at this point.
Right. There is one, the Griswold house out in Rose Hill that we went to last year. That's absolutely insane. We'll probably go back to that again this year too. And then Candy Cane Lane out west is all the super nice houses way out west that just has these huge, ginormous reindeer on like every lawn, and then they all decorate like super crazy. So yeah, I'll send you guys lots of Christmas lights pictures because we'll be going a lot here the next few weeks.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. All right.
Right.
So let's talk about our games here. So of course we got all the conference championships, and our first game, believe it or not, is a spread game. Troy versus James Madison. James Madison is a 23.5 point favorite. Over under 47.5. James Madison 91.5%. So the question is, can Troy cover 23.5?
Yeah,
we're going to get this one out right.
Man, I don't know, man. James Madison's been smoking some people. So that's a great line on that game right there.
I agree. The fact that there is a possible playoff implication for James Madison, I think they're just going to go all out in this. So give me James Madison.
Yeah, I'm going to take James Madison to cover this too. They're going to be looking to they want to make a statement, and this will be the time to do it. And look out, Troy, because they're going to come smoke you.
Okay. Eric?
So I was thinking kind of the opposite just because they didn't have their coach. However, if they are playing to get in the playoff, I could see them trying to ratchet it up. So, yeah, go ahead and give me JMU as well.
Okay. Ed has picked William Howard Taft.
Nice.
Good president. I don't know about the school. Next game, and Patrick, I did see Patrick's. The Fighting Napiers will cover, yes. Kennesaw State at Jacksonville State. A game that if I knew about earlier, would have probably gone to, but not on a Friday night. Kennesaw State's a 2.5 point favorite, over under 59.5. Kennesaw State, 51.9%.
Because of work, or you just
work? Because it's 2 hours away. It's having to And I'm trying to close out the fiscal year, so it's just not going to happen. I'm going to be like working late most likely.
You got 4 weeks to close out the year. It's fine.
I do not have 4 weeks to close out the year. I've only got 2 weeks left.
Well, tell them their calendar's dumb and they need to get it correct.
Hmm.
I was going to say, what, are you just too busy with your normal life for outside of work life to go to that? But if
Well,
it's
according to
work,
Donnie, I don't do anything, so.
Right. No, I agree with him on that.
Hmm.
But if it's actually work stuff, then I understand.
Yeah.
And that's why when we talk about the American game here in a minute, that's why I'm not going. It's Friday night. That's the only reason why I'm not going. No matter that it's in New Orleans.
It's a small little caveat.
Just a small detail.
Just take Donnie's private jet over there. You can still make it.
Tell me one more time, what was the spread on, or what was the line on this?
Kennesaw State, 2.5-point favorite.
Jax.
And this is at Jacksonville State.
The over-under is 60.5 in this
They are a
game.
road favorite.
Drive safely, Mrs. Mayor. Give Donnie a kiss for me when you get home. Jacksonville State.
Okay.
Yeah, if we're still on, she probably will come in
Donnie.
here. I'm going to go Jacksonville State.
You sounded really unsure on that.
Apparently,
Well, they beat Kennesaw State 3 weeks ago, so I'm trying to decide if they can do it again.
this Rick Larson guy is a big fan, apparently, of the Kennesaw State Owls.
Yeah, I don't know who Rick Larson is, but why does he want to pat him? That makes no sense. Jacksonville State for me, too.
69 back in 93. Nice.
Wow. Usually I can't remember stuff that far back. Next game, North Texas at Tulane. North Texas is a 2.5-point favorite, over under 66.5.
Jeez.
Is anybody going to take the over under on that one for picks? We'll find out later. North Texas at 58%.
Go Mean Green.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I almost had to pause on that. It was like they're both green, and I forgot. Oh, that's what their name is.
The mean one.
Yeah, the mean one. I don't know. That's a mean looking wave, though.
Not the green wave. The green, mean green.
Yeah. Donnie.
Oh, man.
He's unsure of this one, too.
I am, because both of them don't have their coach, so I don't really know how to compare.
But they're both potentially playing to still get in the playoff. That's why JMU, I thought the same thing, that Troy could cover, but they're also on the same boat.
I'm going to go ahead and say North Texas while Donnie picks.
Yeah, I mean, North Texas has been playing a lot better. Tulane's ranked higher, but I don't know that means anything at this point. I'm going to go Tulane, though, just since you guys went North Texas. I'm going to go opposite of you guys.
Okay.
Good.
And Patrick has picked North Texas, and Ed, I will get his picks when he wakes up from his coma. Next
This
game.
will be the game that makes the difference, I hope. Go ahead.
It probably won't. Mountain West Championship, decided by computer. UNLV versus Boise State. That is Boise State that Notre Dame has beaten and is boosting their resume.
By how much?
By a lot. Boise is a 4.5-point favorite, over under 58.5. Boise State at 66%. Listen, all I'm saying is that, is there a team that Miami beat that's playing right now?
I mean, I'm not saying anything. You're making my point for me. Give me the blue Smurf turf.
And by the way, no one check and see if they played Duke. I didn't check that. I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm taking Boise State also, mostly because Dan Mullen. Donnie?
Give me Boise State.
Okay. Patrick, I'll just wait for yours, and I'll just go on to the next game. BYU versus Texas Tech, Big 12 championship. Texas Tech is a 12.5-point favorite, over under 49.5. Texas Tech at 66.6%, which is kind of apt for them. So here we are, Mormons versus Tortillas, part 2.
So Patrick actually has hate in his heart. How about that? Who would ever
Monday
thought?
Patrick's coming out.
Have you not listened or paid attention to the Monday night show?
No, because when I commented, you guys didn't say anything about it. So I
Yes,
stopped.
we did.
We did.
We said we got to wait a little bit because we do soccer first.
I don't know. I just commented and then didn't watch.
That
Thanks.
sounds on par for what I was expecting. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
I honestly, I know how the first game went. I'm surprised that it's still, even as a one-loss team, that they're still that big of an underdog at, what'd you say, 12.5?
12.5.
Yeah.
Is the line still 12.5, Donnie, or did it change?
Yeah, it's 12.5. Yeah.
Okay.
49.5 over under.
I hate this because Texas Tech is not going to lose either way in terms of if they actually do physically lose the game, they're still going to be home game, which I think would help them a lot, revenue, money wise, whatever, having a home game. They're still going to be in the playoff, obviously. They don't have to have a bye, which was not a good thing last year. But I could see if they did lose, that would get another Big 12 team in. And now I think BYU is going to play because Sataki decided to stay. And we were talking about the other day about Navy, and I couldn't remember. So it was their old coach was Ken Niamata Lolo.
Bless you. Yes.
That's who I was thinking of the other day when we were thinking Navy. But then obviously the dude with the big gray beard now.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me Tech. I think it'd be closer than last game, but I think they can still win it.
Okay. Donnie?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tech as well. I'd love to see BYU win, but they got held to 7 points 3 weeks ago, and I think it may be closer, as Eric said. But I just think Texas Tech's not doing the Big 12 or anybody else any favors. They're going to win this game, or going into it to win it. They're not looking to help an extra Big 12 team get in.
Virgil, I'm not answering those questions. Can you answer Mr. Rick Larson?
Yes. Notre Dame did beat Navy.
Did they cover? Yeah, they did.
They did cover, yes.
Yeah, they won by 39.
I'm gonna go BYU on this. They've got a lot more to play for. I think playing Texas Tech twice is going to give them. I think they're going to probably pull everything out of their hat for this game. So I'm gonna go BYU.
Did Rick Larson's mom spank him earlier before he came on the show, or before he's commenting? He's so hateful. I hate their logo. Can't stand Dan Mullen. This dude's got hate in his heart today.
Well, you better hope he doesn't come on here.
If he says something bad about me, he would never.
No, absolutely not. Not to your face.
No.
Next game is the MAC championship. Miami of Ohio at Western Michigan, or versus Western Michigan. Western Michigan's a 2.5-point favorite, over under 43.5. Western Michigan at 51%.
It's a close one. CD, quit pointing at people and just run. It's like pointing at a dude to block somebody for him, and it's just standing there.
Oh, good to know I'm actually not behind for once.
On your fantasy football score or time?
Oh, no, I'm way behind on that. I'm just talking about the game.
Kish has 9 points out of Aubrey already tonight. I'm like, freaking kicker's getting him 9 points.
Bro, beat him for me. Come on. I want to take
I'm trying, man. I was active tonight. I thought maybe he would go off a little bit, but they ain't doing shit with him right now.
Ferguson fumbled, so you got that.
Raw. Why would you play him coming off an injury?
Well, he's got me 5 points already. It was either him or Williams for Miami. I was like, I'll go with Amon-Ra coming off the injury. I watched pregame for 2 hours, and every pregame show was showing him out there doing all kinds of drills. He's good to go.
Well, obviously he's done nothing.
Well, the offense has done nothing except run the ball, throw it.
What do you expect? It's the Lions.
I know.
That's holding. Yep, that's a flag.
Yeah.
He's not around right now, Rick Larson, so I can't tell him that. Also, anybody want to teach him how to drive?
I can do it.
Okay. Well, you'll be in Wichita quite a bit next year, so
Send him
I'm
here.
going to teach him to.
Miami of Ohio versus Western
No,
Michigan.
I know who the game is. I can't think of who. Give me Miami of Ohio.
Okay.
I know who the game was. I couldn't think of who I wanted to win it.
I just wanted to make sure because I may have forgotten at one point. I had to go back and read it. Donnie.
It's a close. I mean,
It is. I mean, Miami of Ohio beat Western Michigan earlier in the year, so I think a little bit of revenge factor. But Western Michigan's been playing better down the stretch, so I'm gonna go Western Michigan.
I'm also going with Western Michigan.
of course you are.
But,
I mean, they've rattled off 4 wins since they lost to Miami of Ohio. So.
what do you mean? Of course I am. Like what?
Patrick, congratulate Virgil on his win this week.
Hold on. Well, why is me picking Western Michigan? And of course you are. Just because I had a good time at Kalamazoo.
Yeah,
That's her.
What
By
about,
the way, this beer really good.
but you finished it like 45 minutes ago.
Oh no, there's still some in here.
You didn't. You chugged that.
I didn't chug the whole thing.
This double IPA is kicking.
You got to space everything out. I didn't chug the whole thing. Or maybe that's my second one. Who knows? Next game, Georgia versus Alabama. Georgia's a 2.5-point favorite, over under 47.5, but Alabama is at 51% in the predictor.
And why do we think that is?
ESPN thinks they have better players, I guess.
Give me Georgia.
Okay.
I just feel like I haven't heard a ton from them this year.
They've really been an underwhelming team.
They're underwhelming. Yeah, they're underwhelming. They're not very good, but
they've only lost once, right?
Well, I mean, not underwhelming as like their win-loss record, but I mean, like a lot of their games have not been, in my opinion, like a lot of games have not been as blowout. I mean, the blowouts as they usually have had. Like they really have not looked as impressive as some of the teams in the past, in my opinion.
Did they play each other regular season?
Yes, and Alabama won that one.
Did they? Okay.
yeah, that was early in the season. Georgia beat Tennessee 44-41 and then played Alabama the next week.
But I saw this guy down here with his corn dogs hat and was like, I got to be sure to get on tonight.
I love you, Eric Prophet.
I know. So I love me too.
I know you do.
We know you do.
If there's ever a guarantee, I know that. Sure as Donnie's rich, I know you love yourself.
And what about Virgil?
Well, I mean, Virgil just picks whatever Donnie picks, so you know.
Wow. May as well spit on my face while you're at it.
Except Tulane.
I had a friend earlier tell me I'm cocky. Is that true?
Yes. Yes, indeed.
How could you agree?
Huh?
How could you agree?
Because it's the truth.
Eric,
Is that the only adjective they used?
No, Eric, you're the most humblest person I know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, let's see. Where do we
Are you
start
just
with
trying
wrong?
to clean up what they called you? Okay.
Oh, wait.
What?
Well, let's start with what's wrong with that. Most humblest. What's wrong with that?
I didn't say it had to make sense.
Well, I mean, I heard you say earlier, Virgil, you had to close out the physical year. So
I did not say. I will kick you off the show if you say that again.
Physical.
your physical year.
God.
I told him he has.
Well, I mean,
4 weeks
technically
left
he
for the-
is.
I said you still have 4 weeks for the physical
Yeah, you
year.
still got 4 weeks for the physical year.
Thank you. I'm glad you agree with me on something.
Hey, give me Georgia. I think Georgia wants to knock
Oh,
Alabama
we're
out of
doing
the
picks, aren't
playoffs.
we? Yeah, I agree as well.
I think they
'cause-
want revenge for losing to them earlier in the season too.
and going back to
And
that
it's in
point,
Atlanta.
and going back to that point, do you guys agree? And Patrick, now that you're on here, do you agree that if Alabama loses their third loss, they would not make it in at this point?
I agree.
Yeah. So give me Georgia.
Especially with the recent loss. Usually when a team loses like that, whether it's fair or not, they it's that recency bias on the committee's mind. But in this case, having 3 losses in Alabama's case, I think it's very hard to try to make a case for them to get in.
If they do make a case, then the system's rigged.
Even though it is a championship game, conference championship game.
Yeah. Especially if they can't. Like, I think they'll get in if they beat Georgia twice.
Didn't they move Alabama down a spot and Ole Miss up a spot? I think they moved them down a spot to make it easier to justify them being knocked out.
They moved them up above Notre Dame, though.
Does Clemson's donation give them a chance of getting in?
Clemson's horrible this year. Y'all need to stop that. We're garbage. To use Eric's word.
He's no, I say terrible, but you
use garbage a lot today.
Well, that's true. He said he doesn't like football anymore. Patrick, yeah, he said I hate football. So
that's not quite what I said, but
I mean, I can pull up the text.
Did I miss a Dabo press conference or something?
You were on the text chain. You saw what I typed.
And they were blaming me, like E-Driver was blaming me, like I was the one that started it all this morning.
I don't think did he say you started it? Because you didn't start it.
He alluded that he started it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I innocently posted something and then you did start it. So
innocently posted
that
something?
Was not innocent with your little emojis.
I was like, I don't know. Sounds reasonable to me.
I showed you the response from, what is it? Jay Silly, Jay Money, Jay Driver.
Juicy J.
There you go.
Wait, is that like Juicy J the rapper?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he makes valid points via college football.
Yeah, did you
you ought to see Ludacris's picks. They're just ludicrous.
Georgia or Alabama?
You know what? I'm going to go Alabama. Why not?
I hope you're wrong.
I probably will be, but
I am picking. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say I probably will be, but Alabama has a number on Georgia for some reason. Like they're one of the few teams that actually knows how to beat Georgia. So I'm taking a flyer on it.
Okay, I am picking Alabama to win, but if Georgia wins, I'll just be here nothing but bitching and moaning from my coworkers about Alabama not making the tournament, and I don't know which one I would like more.
Imagine that you go with your hometown team, and he said, "I'm going to go ahead and pick Alabama," and then when Georgia wins, he's going to change his spreadsheet there.
I was waiting for that.
Now, do you think I would have changed the spreadsheet by last 2 weeks after my abysmal showings?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I didn't.
Reverse. It's called reverse psychology.
See, he knows.
Next game, Indiana versus Ohio State. Ohio State's a 4-point favorite, over under 47.5, but Indiana's at 51%. I'm going to go ahead and take Indiana on this.
Put me down for Indiana as well.
Same.
Ohio State.
Okay.
And didn't Ed pick Michigan?
Ed picked Michigan. That's exactly. I was about to say that.
Okay. Yeah.
Next game, the one that we will all be watching.
It is nuts. So,
Duke versus Virginia. Virginia is a 3.5-point favorite. Over under 57.5. Virginia at 56.3%.
When is the game?
It's the last game of this. Last
8 o'clock.
Yeah, last game of the day, so 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I probably won't be watching it.
Yeah. Where's this game being played?
Charlotte.
So, Donnie, what are the traffic patterns between between like Raleigh and Charlotte and like between is University of Virginia, where's that? Is that Charlottesville?
Yeah, Virginia comes down 77. They don't go through Durham.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering, what are the traffic patterns like? I was wondering how that's going to impact like team performance, about what time they arrive and all that. So
how many traffic circles do they have to go through?
Yeah.
Those are the dumbest inventions ever. The roundabouts.
No,
the
they're
roundabouts. Yes, that's the dumbest invention I've ever seen in my entire
Way
life.
better than an intersection.
No, it's the dumbest thing ever. I hate them.
Clearly,
Go-
someone's not been to Europe.
Go to Aruba.
No, I
They
have.
don't even have a stop sign on the island of Aruba.
Well,
No, I have.
a lot of
Yeah,
us can't
nice.
fly over the roads to get to our destination, though, Donnie. To be fair.
Give me
No.
Virginia.
Donnie's got that. Donnie, do you have those contracts to lay like conduit for like the departments of transportation? Because that's exactly what you sound like when you say. I agree with you actually, but that's what you sound like when you say, "Oh, those are so much better than intersections." You sound like a Department of Transportation official.
No, but as much as I'm driving around the state of South Carolina, especially on a lot of back roads, they make it so much easier. There's one actually right here near my house that was the worst intersection in the freaking world. And now there's a roundabout. It's like it never gets backed up. It used to be 20 cars deep.
Well, my only problem with that thing is I wish they get rid of that freaking toll.
The toll.
Yeah.
Oh, here?
I couldn't get onto that circle. I couldn't get onto that roundabout without paying. Then you wouldn't validate my parking. So
Who has Brandon Aubrey?
Kish.
He just got kicked another field goal.
Yeah,
another
and he's
70
also got
another
Ferguson,
70
who
yarder?
just caught his third pass.
Is it another 70 yarder? Golly.
But Amon-Ra's catching some now too. So
Yeah, why did freaking Amon-Ra have to play?
because I needed him to play, I made a call.
No.
Yeah, I made a call.
Uh,
I said, Dan, you got to play him. Got to play him.
Well,
I
now
got to win the
Jameson
I got to get in the
Jameson's not
playoffs
gonna
of
get any-
DHC Sports Show.
Yeah, Jameson's not going to get any targets now thanks to freaking Amon-Ra.
You're welcome.
Mhm.
Oh, I hear Mrs. Mayor. She just locked her car. It went honk honk.
So, Eric, UVA versus who?
Virginia.
It's officially gone off the rails, Virgil.
Oh, it's been off the rails since like we started. You should have seen like the first like 5 minutes of the show
Well-
because Donnie was rushing both of us, and like Eric burned his mouth on food. I was completely disheveled. Like I looked like I just got home, and I did. Like, and Donnie didn't care.
No, I sat here eating my pizza the first 15 minutes on the
Listen,
screen,
He said
which
it'll be
they
here in
could have
15
done.
minutes, and it was 7 minutes. No, because we're proper. No, I'm just kidding. I eat in front of you guys all the time.
Yeah,
I
no,
texted
well,
y'all and it said we were going live in 2.5 minutes, and you were both like, "Well, I'm trying to eat."
Guess who was both on time?
let me guess. Someone was in the wrong room, weren't they?
No, but that's why I
I didn't
texted
see
because
how
I
he
thought I
was.
was.
And then he said, "My food will be here in 15 minutes," and it was there in like 7.
Oh, did someone deliver your food?
Yeah, his son.
Papa
probably.
John's delivered it to Jordan, and Jordan brought it to me.
See, told you. His son.
He has people. He doesn't get his own food. He has people for that.
No, he doesn't want to come face to face with the common people. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. If I was rich like that, I wouldn't either. But no. What was the other one? Oh, when I first got onto the chat, I can't believe I even knew what was going on. But like EP over here is using like code words to try to talk about the musical act he's talking about, and I know him so well at this point, I didn't even have to question what it was. I knew exactly what he was talking about.
TSO baby.
Yeah, when you said TSO, I'm like, I really love this dude because if I already knew that was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, I didn't even have to ask.
16th year in a row.
What else would TSO stand for? Because that's like the first thing that came to mind.
You what?
What else would TSO would have stood for?
Oh, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that I didn't even have to think about it, and I just hear that man talking, and I'm like, I really love this dude. If I already just knew without thinking what he was talking about.
I mean, it
Hold
could have
on.
been the Teddy Sands Orchestra or something.
Hold on. I told you wrong. Teddy Swims. I
Swims,
told
yeah.
you wrong. This is actually year 17. Not
Oh.
16. My bad. So this will be year 17. I've gone to 16. This will be year 17.
Now, is that the one you go to?
Glad you corrected that egregious error.
I know I'm too.
Do you and Shannon go to that, or is it
Well, yeah, I've gone with other.
you going with like
friends
your best
before,
friend? Like,
but-
yeah, like you've gone with like several people, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
no, this lately it's been with her.
Yeah.
We've taken Easton the last couple of years, but now that he costs money for everything, tickets for this show keeps going up. It's like $100 more this year. And so I didn't get him a ticket.
Easton
so-
can't go now that I have to pay for it.
That's right, correct. So Yeah, it's just her and I. But we are taking the boys with us, and we're gonna go check out the Donnie area of Kansas City with all the rich houses, and like Overland Park and Prairie Village, and go see all the Christmas lights
I get it.
afterwards.
I get it. Donnie probably owns a house over there.
He does.
I know someone that lives in Overland Park, though.
Exactly.
Of course
See?
you do. Of course you do.
So I'm picking UVA.
Good.
And Patrick, what are you picking?
There's that Tony Bennett guy over there, whatever his name is, that coaches that team. So I'm going to go with the guy that sings and give me UVA.
So you're leaving your heart in Charlottesville.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Now time for the FCS. Eric, please stay awake for this. First game, Villanova at Lehigh.
Texas State Optical.
Texas State.
Lehigh. That's pretty funny. that is pretty funny. Lehigh is a 4.5 point favorite over under 47.5.
Give me Lehigh.
Harry gets his glasses. Lehigh.
Patrick?
It's Lehigh against who?
Villanova.
Villanova.
Give me Villanova.
Okay. I'm going to take Lehigh. Next game, South Dakota at Mercer. Mercer is a 5.5 point favorite over under 54.5.
Surprised you're not going to see this one, Patrick.
Oh. If Virgil was coming over, I'd go with him.
Look
Yeah,
at
so
Virgil
I've already-
preventing Patrick from
I've
going
already
to
got,
see
yes,
this.
apparently I'm the gatekeeper for that, but I've already got started.
Well, you are. I'm not allowed to go. I'm not allowed to go to Mercer's campus without their super fan.
Give me Mercer.
Okay. I will also be taking Mercer to no one's surprise. Patrick?
Give me the Mercer marauding Virgils.
Ooh, a new one. I like that. Eric?
Mercer.
All right. Next game we have Ed's going to pick South Dakota. I'm already going to call that. Next game we have.
He actually picks Savannah State for that one.
He's driving.
Who is driving? Who did that come from?
Oh, that was from me. That was someone in my parking lot.
Burning out.
Burnout. Yeah. Well, I was used to it hearing those sounds in Lexington from like the garage of cars, but the showroom, as it were.
Says the man who actually does have a gate.
Yeah. They had to pen me in somewhere. So.
All right. Next game is another spread game.
Usually people just break it down.
Illinois State at North Dakota State.
Oh.
North Dakota State's a 23.5 point favorite over under 52.5.
What round are we in?
This is second round. So basically the top 8 seeds are playing their first game at home.
And we're still doing spread games in the playoffs, and not the first round?
Not the first round, correct.
Yeah.
There's one more after this, by the way, for
We
spread
do
games.
spread on top of FCS. That's the absolute worst.
So we're doing spread for a playoff game?
Yeah.
Thank you, Patrick. I'm confused just like you are.
So you guys are fine doing spread during a conference championship game?
Yes.
Is that okay?
NDSU.
Or anytime.
I'm fine with it. What is 23? You said 23 and a half?
Yes. I got to make you guys think a little
He's
bit.
questioning
Yeah.
like he doesn't have it pulled up right there.
I know he does.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the spread on what I'm looking at.
Yeah. By the way,
Virgil has to go deep dive into the.
I'm waiting for
dark
Diane
web.
to change the name from the mayor to the researcher.
Well, he's technically
Scientist.
backup producer while I'm doing hosting duties. so
Yeah, he's hosting, so I'm backup producing.
But he does it regardless of that.
Well, that is also
Eric,
true.
Eric
Oh.
actually does have a point.
Paulie's so sad and has no clue where Ed's been the last month.
Occasionally, I have to fact check you guys. So.
Yeah. George,
Yeah, you don't. That's not your job.
By the way, Jolly's questioning the meaning of life right now because Ed has not been on all week.
He was on earlier. At
Jolly's
least.
been on here all night.
Jolly has?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's running his mouth about Raiders and not being like the Packers.
Eric
and-
pissed him off. So
Big Chew Poppy stopped by too, and then he left when you got here.
he probably had to go to the club.
Well, Big Chupapi only came on tonight because he saw that Leeds destroyed Chelsea. So he came to be like, oh, what happened to Chelsea? And then Donnie taking pot shots when I couldn't respond.
I know if
Yeah,
Jolly's still,
that was
if
kind of rude, Donnie.
if Poppy's still here, he needs to come back
That's
on
why
and talk
that's
about
why I'm
that
going
game.
in on how rich Donnie is tonight because he threw an undeserved shot at me.
I don't throw undeserved shots at anybody.
This morning,
the very first, I was gonna say the very first text that came out of your fingers.
That was not an undeserved
out of
shot.
your fingers.
I was gonna say mouth. He didn't say it.
Wait a second. Earth, wind, heart, Captain Planet.
Oh my God.
Uh,
That was a good save, by the way, Mr. Prophet.
Did you get my NDSU?
Yes, I did. I don't have anybody else's though.
I'm going to take North Dakota State also to cover that. They've been mauling people.
We're a professional outlet here, Patrick.
Yeah. And Virgil, I don't mean to steal your thunder with this because I'm sure you want to do this, but speaking of NDSU, shout out to their old coach on his retirement.
Yes.
Did Amon-Ra get a freaking touchdown?
Whoa. Donnie, why are you happy about a coach?
Sorry, that mistake.
It's halftime, so no.
No, I thought the Panthers had beat Virgil's Predators. Sorry.
You're cheering about the Panthers trying to beat a lowly bottom of the basement Predators team?
Yeah.
Sorry. Patrick, continue what you were saying before Donnie rudely interrupted you.
Well, he always does. But let's see. Speaking of North Dakota State, the shout out to their former coach, who was until recently the coach of Kansas State. Is it Chris Kleiman? Did I say that right? Is it Kleiman? Kleiman. Hate to see a great coach like that leave, which I think is a little bit due. It seemed to be suggested by the AD that it was due to all this transfer portal stuff and everything else, because your Dabo Swinney's of the world that take advantage of it, use it. No, but Chris Kleiman obviously didn't seem to be a fan of all that, and you hate to see a good coach like that go, but absolutely wish him the best.
You were
It went the other way, Virgil.
an hour, or not an hour, probably like 26 minutes ahead of time. So apparently you had your scoop somewhere, Virgil, because as of an hour ago, Colin Klein is now the head coach of Kansas State University.
Look at me.
And that's verified by their actual Twitter, K-State football Twitter.
I have ESP because yesterday I said Virgil called it anyway. So.
Well, it had not been finalized, and it didn't even look like it may even have been that close to coming to fruition. But obviously, as soon as Virgil started talking about it, they're like, "Oh yeah, we better hire this guy."
There were two local reports that I saw that said he was hired, and I was confused when you were talking about it because I was thinking, okay, maybe I'm misreading it.
Virgil forgot he was on the dark web side of his internet.
Yeah, he was like,
"Did Adam Schulter report that?"
Yeah, they
yes,
heard.
I went to the dark web for Kansas local news. Exactly.
No, you were on there for other stuff and you saw it pop up. So
yes, of course.
And they're like, "Oh wait, since it's being out there on the National Sports Show, the DHC Sports Show, we better go ahead and make it official."
So Eric, you might know this because you would know it because I'm afraid to ask Virgil.
Yeah, K-State sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there a Kansas State message board where you can do reconnaissance?
No idea. I don't like that school, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, I didn't know who to ask, so I thought I would ask you.
Yeah, if only I was texting somebody that went to K-State that may be feeding me this information, but I don't know. Patrick,
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you pick?
North Dakota State to cover.
All right. I'm going North Dakota State too. I think Illinois State's a good team. I don't see them trying to cover this one. Next game. This should be an interesting one. North Dakota at Tarleton State. Tarleton State's a 5.5 point favorite over under 58.5.
Real quick, terms of the contract, 5 years, $4.3 million.
5 years?
Yeah.
Wait, 4.3?
Yeah.
They're paying him more than what Oklahoma State's paying Morris.
Well,
By the
they
way,
apparently have higher thoughts on Colin Klein.
Yeah.
I still think that Oklahoma State made the best hire of this window window. I really do.
The only thing I don't know is how Klein will be as a head coach.
That's my
because
biggest question.
Morris at least had head coaching experience,
Yeah.
whereas Klein was just an offensive coordinator. Now, obviously, they were good, and he was, like you said, probably the best quarterback. Well, but they had Roberson,
And that's
Al
why
Roberson back in the day.
That's why I kind of said.
But even then,
Possibly.
I still think Klein was maybe a little bit better. But outside of that,
I can make a case for Michael Bishop.
I think, see,
Yeah.
Well, I just think what Oklahoma State can do with Eric Morris, especially if Drew Mestemaker, Manning Award finalist Drew Mestemaker, makes the jump. If he does indeed go to Oklahoma State, like if you watched Oklahoma State at all, you've seen that since Gundy left, their defense has been pretty darn good. But the problem is that when they get in the red zone, they can't do anything because their quarterback. I'm sorry, Eric, I'm stealing your line. He is terrible.
I would throw, and I've had this question before. Now that Boone Pickens is gone, where is the money going to come from? His estate?
I'm sorry, I'm watching Temptations right now.
Temptation Island?
No, Temptations, the band. They're on.
Oh,
they're
okay.
on TV.
Halftime show.
Well, apparently there are other donors that are not. There are actually a few donors that said they were willing to donate a lot if they fired Gundy.
Look, Patrick's making donations. That's what it is. He's raising his hand.
Oh, that's right. Am I doing it to me?
No, you were correct, but
I was correct. Yeah,
you're just raising your hand.
I'm not giving any money to that school. What you
Because
talking about?
I would throw money at Mestemaker to get him to come over because I think he's better than anything you have right now.
No, I completely agree with that. I think it's possible, but I'm like I said, I'm not going into next year thinking he's going to be there. If he's there, fantastic. If he's not, he's not.
You got to figure out something else though, because what you currently have is not worth anything.
Oh no,
you need to encourage the guy you have now to go into the transfer portal.
You might as well just bring Alan Bowman back if that's the case.
Well, like I said, the jury's still out on Haney. I mean, we only have a half of a game on him. But even then, I still think Mestemaker is better than Haney.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to act like Mestemaker is not going to be there or is going to be there. I'm just going to wait and see. If he's there, then fantastic. Let's ride. But if he's not there, I'll be curious how the recruiting goes.
And I'm not trying to suggest that Mestemaker is just an automatic because under normal circumstances, there's no way in the world Drew Mestemaker is going to Oklahoma State. But with the coach that you have and the relationship that he has, that makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to be a sophomore? He's going to be a sophomore next year?
Yes.
So, I mean, he's building that relationship, and he had great numbers this year under that coach. I mean, I'd hitch my wagon to him, and because I know what kind of offense he has. I mean, I know it's not the same team, but he can bring in the crazy thing about this portal. All the good and bad that comes with it is that you can drastically make over your team to fit the system that you want to play.
If Mestemaker doesn't go there and you need a transfer quarterback, you could potentially get Kenny Minchie because unfortunately I'm afraid he's going to leave, which sucks. But when you have a freshman that's your starting quarterback and is going to be there, the sophomore is not going to stay more than likely, unfortunately, as the backup. So Minchie has shown fine. He's played quite a bit in the blowout losses and he's good. He can run, but it sucks to see that he's probably going to go, but he doesn't have a whole lot of choice. Now, if it was a guy that he knew was going to be graduating, then he might stay, but I still think that Mestemaker needs to go there.
At first, I thought you said former Texas Ranger baseball player Kevin Mench. No, I was like, that one. Mm-hmm. The guy that the guy that had, with all due respect, Virgil, the same size head that you do.
Hey, thanks to this head, I got this hat from it. So,
what is that hat that you're wearing? I'm trying to see.
So the package that
Oh,
Donnie sent,
that's the Savannah Sandnats.
the package that Donnie sent me yesterday had a Savannah Sandnats hat. That was a 7 7/8, and he got it. What was on? He thinking it was a 7 1/8, and he's thinking, man, I know a big-headed person who would need this, and so I got it.
Yeah, it was being sold as 7 1/8. The picture looked like 7 1/8 because of the way the stitching is on the sizing tag, and it came in. I'm like, that's not 7 1/8.
Well,
real quick, this is for Eric. So Baseball History Nut apparently posted a picture of the Pensacola Wahoo Stadium, but that says the AA affiliate of the Twins have put their stadium on Airbnb, charging $1,500 a night. You get access to everything.
Wait, I'm sorry, of who?
Listen, no, just listen. So they
Okay.
mistakenly said the AA affiliate of the Twins, and somebody commented and said, this is the former affiliate in Pensacola. Wichita is the new affiliate. And then the next person commented, I had no idea Wichita looked this great, or I'd traveled there sooner.
Hey, as evidenced on the Christmas show that'll come out, Average Holiday Spectacular, there was a ton of people that have been or will be coming to Wichita. So I actually got a kudos from 128, 175 saying that I was a big, did a good job of bringing a lot of people, with the tourism board here to Wichita.
You can just say me. It's okay.
You can go over there and show them, and maybe you'll get a sticker or something.
And maybe one day, if you play your cards right, you'll get a sponsorship with Fly Wichita like Donnie has.
I mean, Eric's responsible for tens of extra dollars of economy.
That's right.
The band does need to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, he's done a good job and is a good.
I don't know.
Listen, the Earned Fun Average podcast needs to be a a Wichita Chamber of Commerce member.
Listen,
Yeah.
I drank a lot at the pump house that day, so it's going to be definitely more than tens of dollars.
Same here. I mean, again, in all honesty, it was a great experience, and Eric and Shannon were great hosts, and we had
Absolutely.
a fun time.
Eric, has Donnie been there?
He has.
Well, that alone, you put much money into the economy. So.
That's right. All three of you guys, plus Aggie Mac has been here as well, and Lynn, but I haven't hung out here in Wichita with Lynn since I knew her.
I like this. By the way, big shout out to Terry McCutcheon and his podcast. I love being on there, and I check it out this week. So for those that don't know, the Foul Tips and Bat Flips podcast, to be specific, I had a great conversation with Terry and or Mike Bison, as he's affectionately known. And it was an honor to be on his podcast. So, Terry, thank you for the opportunity, my man.
Terry, you brought down the standards of your podcast to have this guy on.
He had an act of charity that he had to do for the month, okay? And Terry's a very, very kind and thoughtful man, and he took pity on me and let me be on his podcast.
He doesn't advertise the averageness of his podcast.
No, he helps way below average people and helps boost them up. Simple thoughts from simple thoughts from an outstanding man. How about that?
Wherever it works for me. All right. North Dakota at Tarleton State.
Tarleton State for me.
Good.
You what?
That sounded like a Coca-Cola commercial, like Mean Joe Green or something.
It did.
Glug 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 glug.
It's called Y'all Sweet Tea Strawberry Splash. Wait, should we try it again?
Give me Tarleton State there.
Okay. Eric?
It's the ice rattle that does it.
That's what makes it, yes.
That's what makes it.
North Dakota?
North Dakota? Okay. This is pretty much the put up and shut up game for Tarleton State. I'm going to go with them. They have a lot to prove in this one. Next game is also a spread game. What? You said Tarleton State.
Did he?
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah,
you
you
said
did.
Tarleton State. I heard you say that. Yes.
You did. I think you were the first one to say
You were the
something. Then
first
we
one
got
to
off
say
on
it.
top
Did
other
I?
topics.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like my birthday, but whatever.
No, you said. I heard you say Charlton. Do you want to pick Charlton State, or do you want to change?
I do. I do want to pick Tarleton State.
Yeah. Next game is also a spread game. Yale at Montana State.
Oh my gosh.
Montana State is a 28.5-point favorite. Over under 55.5.
I wonder which way Donnie's going to go.
Donnie, you have to pick outright. No, I'm joking. You don't need to do that.
I can do that. It'd probably be easier to pick outright than the spread. Who'd you say was favored? Jackson State?
Montana State.
Montana State. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on the wrong game. Sorry. You skipped
line,
one.
Terry.
You
Good
skipped
line,
one.
Terry.
No, I didn't skip it. I'm bunching the playoff games together, and then we're going to go back to do the other game.
All right, fine. I was scrolling down in order on ESPN, so I thought
Doggone,
that was.
I missed Gottlieb watch, didn't I? Doggone it.
You did. You missed a good Gottlieb.
Do you think he won?
Huh? No.
Do you think he? Okay.
No.
Okay.
He lost
if he's not playing a Division 5 team, no.
He lost by 2 points to Robert Morris, and Robert Morris scored a 3 with 2 seconds left in the game.
Robert Morris probably was smoking a cigarette and then like toasting their victory.
All right. So Montana State's a 28.5-point favorite, is what you said.
Yes.
I'll take Yale to cover that.
Okay. Eric.
Yale.
Patrick.
I take Yale to cover. Especially
Give me
28.
Give me Yale.
28 seems like a
Well, that seems like kind of a bummer letdown. Everybody went with Yale.
which means Harvard's going to win this one somehow.
Well, I'm personally not a fan of Montana State this year, even though they're number 2 seed. I still think they're suspect in some areas. Next game, South Dakota State at Montana. Montana is a 1.5-point favorite over under 53.5, and this is a spread game. No, I'm joking. It's not.
I mean, essentially, it would be.
I mean, yeah, but it is.
It's Montana against who?
SDSU.
South Dakota State.
Give me SDSU.
Okay. For the upset. Nice. Patrick.
I'm with Prophet on this one. Now that SDSU is a little healthier, like you had said, last week, they looked really good. They looked really good last week. So I'm gonna ride with the Jackrabbits.
All right. Donnie.
I'm gonna stick with the Grizz.
Okay. I am going with South Dakota State. Next game. Abilene Christian at Stephen F. Austin.
What have you got against Stephen Austin?
Stephen F. Austin's a 4.5-point favorite over under 49.5.
I get it, Donnie.
I know.
I must be.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but I was just gonna say you prefer Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Emphasis on the middle initial.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Well, I thought that would be it, and I'm like, surely he didn't try to go there.
I want to be like same thing with Patrick here. I want to see if Terry will let me down. Give me Abilene Christian.
Okay.
Terry, are you going to let me down this week?
Patrick.
Patrick's good at that, letting me down.
You're so mean.
He doesn't know what to say now.
You're so mean. All I do is love you. Yeah. I mean, I've shared a bed. Anyways,
Who was Big Spoon, by the way?
definitely me.
Okay.
Eric wouldn't make that much effort.
Yeah, it's got to be effort for that.
He's like, you're not worth the effort, so I had to be the Big Spoon. Give me Abilene Christian.
Okay.
Got to stick with my boy Terry McCutcheon.
Donnie. I'm sorry. Prophet, do you have something to say?
Well, Donnie, go ahead and pick.
Yeah, you go ahead first.
I was just gonna say when we were in my hotel, I had separate beds. When we were in his, he only had the single bed. But to be fair, I wasn't originally coming in that night before, but because of storms, I was like, I got to get out there. So I came in the middle of the night. So it wasn't your fault.
I opened my door.
And your heart.
Well, that was already open.
Sorry, Terry. I'm going to go Stephen F. Austin on this.
Ooh, Terry, he doesn't like you.
Initially, when the brackets came out, I said Abilene Christian was going to be one of the sleepers in this playoffs, and I'm still going to follow with that.
Oh, is Terry anti-Abilene?
No, he lives there.
No,
That's
he's
what I was
just he's just saying that they won by 8 earlier, but they needed 3 turnovers to do it.
Because I said, "Don't let me down." He says, "I hope not."
Oh, okay.
Well,
I was gonna be like, that's why I was
confused.
confused. I was like, did something happen that I didn't realize?
No, but Terry, needed 3 turnovers. We'll get 3 more again this game. Get 4 turnovers.
This is why Prophet is not a coach. Next game.
I don't think CD Lamb knows where he's
What?
at. They just took his ass off of there.
Oh, get up. Come on. This is last game before the playoffs. Get in there.
He was walking like with his helmet off, like he did not know. He had 2 people guiding him.
The NFL plays are not for another 4 weeks. What are you talking about?
I need
CD Lamb to know what he's doing next week.
I'm very well aware of that, but
I have him in 2 leagues, and if he's out for me, I'm gonna lose first round.
Just get a waiver person that gives you like 40 points the next week.
There's literally none of them. We have 27 people in our league.
Well, that's bad news for me because now George Pickens is gonna ball out this second half.
No, Dallas isn't doing shit this game. He's not gonna ball out.
Okay. Yes. Last game of the playoffs. Rhode Island against the Cowards of UC Davis. UC Davis is a 5.5 point favorite, over under 57.5.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
How the hell are they a favorite?
Because they're at home and they're the higher seed, and Rhode Island's kind of iffy.
Virgil, do I pick Cowards?
That's up to you. This is America, Patrick. You can pick wherever you want.
Well, in my America, Cowards don't win. So even though I'll probably regret this, give me Rhode Island.
Okay.
Listen, I gotta stick with my mantra, okay? Even though I'm gonna finish last this week.
Oh, hey, George Pickens scored.
I knew he did.
No, I thought he did, but that was.
Did you do that to torture me? Wasn't it enough that you whooped my butt last week?
Well, listen, I'm about to lose by 100 to McCutcheon because
that's a fumble.
Are they saying it's recovered by Detroit?
Well, they first said no, it's recovered by Dallas in the end zone, but they marked it down. But I don't know why they marked it down.
Wait a minute, did George Pickens?
The ball was the ball was touching the turf while he was. I don't know. He was standing up.
Did George Pickens fumble?
Yeah.
But it was recovered by Dallas.
But
it went in the end zone. So
yeah, but they're saying it's not a fumble. They're saying the ball was down because he reached down and was engaged in contact and touched the ground with the ball.
Virgil, I'm going to need you to go back to Gottlieb Watch. What did I just send you? What is your coach doing?
Oh my God.
What is your coach doing?
Why did they not show this on the game? Hold, please. Okay, yeah, okay. I gotta find that real quick. Donnie, Patrick, or no, you already picked Patrick. Donnie, Eric, Rhode Island at Cowards.
UC Davis. UC Davis.
Of course, you pick UC Davis.
Stop throwing it to George Pickens.
Also, it's funny. Yesterday in the press conference, Gene Taylor, the AD at K-State, when they were asking if Colin Klein was going to be the new coach, he goes, "I don't even know if I still have his number, let alone." And then he just tweeted out after they announced it on their Twitter page. He just tweeted out, "I finally found his number," and then had a laughing emoji.
I laughed when he said, "Guys, I haven't even called anybody yet. I guess when I get back to my office, I'll start making calls."
Okay, so Terry, that's not going to help me right now, considering he is currently locked on your roster. But if you want one of those trash panda hats, I can make that happen.
All right. Give me the Cowards.
Did we ever get that non-white version? Like, was it navy and red?
Oh, did you guys want that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit,
yeah.
okay.
Which one?
I'm gonna go to
The
junk-
one that says trash, but we have the white one, but this one is like a blue and red, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
There was
so
a second version of it.
I'm gonna go to the junkyard this week and see if it's there.
well, today they're 25% off.
Well, I'm here today, so I guess that's not happening.
Store's closed today. No.
No, I'm just saying I got an email about it or something.
Well, I've already profit I can't add to the package I just created, so I guess I'll send that one separately.
You said you can't
No, it's already like sealed up and everything.
unseal it.
It's a lot of tape I'm not wasting.
Don't forget Ed though if you do find one, because I know he'd want one too.
No, don't worry. I don't worry. I got you guys covered if I can find them. Okay, I am picking Rhode Island. So we're going to take a break from picks and do this breaking development that just came in. So we'll call it an addendum to Gottlieb Watch.
Did you get fired?
No. Oh yeah, he mad. Kind of a weak throw, if you ask me.
That's not quite Bob Knight-esque, is it?
That's not really a Bob Knight throw.
Oh, because he did it behind the stand. I mean, grab the chair on the end of the aisle there, and as you're walking out, and throw it on the floor now.
Mm.
Yeah,
you know
see,
what?
he had a better opportunity right there to walk off and grab that last chair on that row, and just turn around and fling it on the floor as he walked out.
But you know what? I gotta give him props because at least that looks like he cares.
True.
All right. So one more FCS game. This is not a playoff game, but it is for the SWAC championship. Prairie View A&M at Jackson State. Jackson State's a 7.5-point favorite. Over under 53.5.
I'll take Jackson State.
Okay. Eric.
Same. Jackson
Okay.
State.
Patrick.
We got to make the SWAC game interesting. Give me Prairie View A&M.
All right. I am going with Prairie View A&M. Mostly because I don't really like Jackson State as much. Not as much as Alabama State, but
I was just about to say Jackson State's like Alabama State to a lesser degree.
Yeah, they're not at that level of Alabama State, but
No,
I
they're
like
not.
Prairie View more.
They're not.
Plus, they're purple. All right, now to go on to the NFL games. And of course, any analysis you guys want to throw into these, feel free to add. First game we have Seahawks at Falcons. Seahawks are a 7-point favorite over under 44.5. Seahawks are 61.6% in the predictor. Oh yeah, Lynn, Prairie View used to be like the bottom of the SWAC, and they've really turned it around the past few years. It's really good to see.
And Lynn's other story about the raccoon that broke into the liquor store and passed out drunk in the bathroom is the funniest thing I think I've seen in a long time.
Oh, absolutely.
If the Trash Panda should run with that right there. They should take that and somehow turn that into some promotion or something. Against my normal logic, I'm going to go Seahawks.
Oh, okay. I was like, what do you mean by that? Then I realized what you meant by that.
Yeah, they're bigger. They're better in all ways to overcome that early morning game. Patrick can't argue with me either because the Falcons are terrible.
Bro, CD had 6 for 121 basically in the first half, and now he's out. He could have got me another 36 points. That's ridiculous. Now he's going to be out next week when the playoffs start because he's ruled out for this game. He's not going to clear concussion protocol next week, and I'm going to lose because I don't have him for the playoffs.
Yeah, you have a bye week this week. I don't even want to hear it.
That
Hey, I'm not
didn't
talking
look.
about this week. I'm talking about next week.
It didn't look like that bad of a hit of his head to the ground, but I mean, as soon as he hit the ground,
Yeah.
he looked like he was. I mean, his body went limp for a second.
Did he really get? Wow, I didn't realize he had 6 for 121 in the first half. No wonder.
Exactly. So I could have crushed this week, and I have him in 2 of my leagues.
They weren't scoring any touchdowns on that 121, but he was getting some yardage out of it for the field goals.
Well, now it's going to be George Pickens getting all the targets. Terrible.
Seahawks.
Okay. Patrick.
So listen, Donnie actually made an excellent point here. Even though the Seahawks are struggling, you don't exactly expect the Falcons to actually take advantage of that, do you? They played the Jets last week.
Are the Seahawks struggling? Did
I
I
was
miss
going to
something?
say they're not.
Like, where are the Seahawks struggling? But okay.
Well, not the defense, but on offense, Sam Darnold has struggled a little bit.
That's fair.
You
I'll
know?
give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
No, he is.
I meant more on the offensive side. I mean,
They've
the
leveled
defense-
out a little bit, maybe.
Well, the defense has been phenomenal, but they're not very responsible with the football on the offensive side, is what I mean. But anyways, so that's my save. But regardless, the Falcons aren't going to take advantage of anything. So give me the Seahawks.
Okay. Oh, hey, Williams caught a pass. Seahawks for me.
Hey,
Next game, Bengals at Bills. Buffalo's a 5.5 point favorite over under 53.5. Buffalo at 63.5%.
Yeah, Buffalo's got to get back on track. It's a home game. Burrow's helping the Bengals by being back, but this is going to be on the road. Give me the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. Eric.
Give me the Bills.
Patrick.
give me the Bills. I'm just a Bill.
I think Bengals keep it
Buffalo.
closer than what people are expecting, but I'm going to go with Buffalo. Next game. Get ready for this one. Titans at Browns.
Oh my gosh.
Browns
And
are a
then-
4.5 point favorite. Get this over under 33.5.
Oh my gosh.
It's still not the lowest we've had this season, but it's pretty close to it.
Pretty close to it. And Cleveland at 51.7%.
Oof.
I don't know who's going to win this game, but I know the fans aren't.
Is this game in Berlin?
No.
Bosnia.
Why don't you get mad at him for talking about Germany?
Who says I'm not? Well,
Okay.
first off, I wasn't born in Berlin. That's different. You said Germany, the whole country. Patrick just said
Where
Berlin.
were you born in?
I was born in
And that-
Landstuhl, Germany.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
Well, and I was not talking about the country. I was talking about like the games that they've had to endure, like when last year, the Colts and the Jets. Like that was such an awful game. And what I was asking is like they didn't do anything to deserve that. That was my point.
Browns.
Okay.
Hey, you
Get Amon Ra out of this game.
you're
Golly.
not making the playoffs. Trade me Michael Pittman.
You talking about me not making the playoffs?
Yeah.
I know.
Trade me Pittman. I need
You
a
still- you
receiver
still
now.
have a shot in the playoffs, though, Patrick, don't you?
You what?
You still have a shot in the playoffs, don't you?
Nah, he's
Hardly.
done.
I'm done. Listen, if even Eric's admitting that I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah. Trade me Pittman or Jameson Williams.
I'll give you Quentin Johnston.
Dude, I have him in one of my other leagues. He's garbage.
He is garbage. He was good for 2 weeks.
Well, whoever had Bates just missed a kick.
Seriously?
Yeah. It was blocked.
They're blocked, yeah.
There went my I'm
Good
gonna
thing-
lose to official league now. I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Don't even start
I was
with
gonna
that.
say you scored more points with 2 players than they're scheduled to even get. Like they have Ibuka on the bench and they're starting Calvin Ridley. That's all I need to say.
Chuba Hubbard's on a bye.
Yeah,
Drake May, his quarterback's on a bye. Amarian Hampton, you said, is coming back.
he is. He is.
So he'll have a shot.
Yeah, and I'm mad at Virgil for that.
What were you mad at me? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did. You talked to Marion Hampton to get him back so that Kamani Vidal had no value.
Look at my bench. It's just all bye, IR.
Wait, you have NSYNC on your bench?
Bye.
Yes, I do.
And I know you like that because you're like me and you like some of the boy band songs.
Correct, yeah.
Some of the boy band songs? Don't you mean all the boy band songs?
All of them. But you know the one that I always sing to him, I'm always like, quit playing games with my heart. He loves that. Look at him. He was smiling. Look at him.
You got him real.
Look at him. I got him.
Patrick. Titans or Browns?
Oh God. Do I have to pick one?
You have to.
No, you don't have to. You just take the L.
Or you take the L.
Virgil, who'd you take?
I'm taking the Browns.
God. I think I'm going the Browns too. Maybe Shador will get a dub. I don't know.
Ed picks the Titans.
Ed picks the Ravens.
Are the Ravens? Yeah, the Ravens are playing. Yeah, Donnie.
Wouldn't matter. He still picks them.
Browns.
Okay.
Can I change my pick?
No. Next game: Commanders at Vikings. Vikings are a 2.5 point favorite somehow. Over under 42.5, and this is a 50-50.
Virgil, are you starting JJ McCarthy?
No, I dropped JJ McCarthy. I dropped him like a bad habit.
Smart move.
We're only eating brisket in this house now.
One of your best moves all season. and that's coming from someone who lost to you by 50 points. Or 70 or whatever it was.
It was like 40. It was like 30 something.
It was like 80 points or something like that.
It was not 80 points.
It was.
I don't think any of us even scored 80 points.
I know I didn't. You did. I know I didn't. I was 12 points from 80.
Is Daniels back yet?
Let me see what the injury update on Jalen Daniels is.
Because
yesterday it said uncertain.
Are you asking that because if it's Mariota, you're definitely picking the Commanders?
No, honestly, I think I would regardless.
He practiced fully today, but so far, yeah, full participant in practice, but still does not say if he's going to start or not.
That's fine. Still give me the Commanders.
Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders too. The Vikings are just a dumpster fire right now.
I feel like it didn't really matter if Mariota was playing or not. I would still go with Commanders. Patrick?
Yeah, give me the Commanders.
Okay. Next game, Dolphins at Jets. Dolphins are a 2.5 point favorite, over under 41.5. Miami at 53.9%.
The 1 o'clock window is garbage for the most part.
I mean, Saints Falcons will be kind of fun. Seahawks.
I mean, there's a couple of games, but I mean, there's a lot of bad games in that 1 o'clock window.
Falcons for sure wouldn't be.
I'd rather watch Daniel Jones on one leg. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, you did last week, to be fair.
I did.
Dolphins.
Jets.
Ooh.
Someone loves Tyrod Taylor.
Listen, I picked the Jets last week to beat the Falcons, and they did. So we're gonna ride that Jets train until it kills.
But did they though?
He's riding the jet stream.
I mean, you saw the score. Technically, on the score, they did.
I wouldn't say it was so much the Jets won. It was just they didn't want to lose as much as the Falcons did.
That's also fair. Next game, Saints at Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 8.5 point favorite, over under 42.5. Buccaneers 72.6%.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'll take the Bucs at home.
Yeah. With Baker a full participant in practice this week. And he's got Ibuka.
Is it Mike Evans coming back too?
I believe he is.
I don't
He's
think
supposed
quite.
to be.
Or-
I don't know if he's. I don't know if it'll
Not-
be this game, but he's supposed to be.
What
coming
about
back.
what about Godwin? Is Godwin out again?
No, he's back.
He's back, yeah. So he's at least has options again. And
I think
Ted Johnson and
I
some
think
of the
Evans has been cleared to return, but not yet.
Right. But give me the Bucks.
He's probably in his 21-day window.
Yeah.
Fire them cannons, baby.
Yeah, Bucks for me. Next game, Colts at Jaguars. Colts are 1.5 point favorite over under 47.5. Indianapolis at 54.6%.
I missed a good joke with that last game. Dang it. Like Donnie's wallet, give me Bucks.
Oh, nice.
He still circled back to it.
I did. I had to say it even if the timing was off.
Hey, Patrick, when
Yes, sir.
when Tampa Bay makes draft picks, are they young bucks?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They just have to watch out for an Okada, just
Yeah, that messes up everything. Makes it right all the time.
yeah. But also, they're also young bucks and they go G unit.
Oh God.
Jaguars.
Okay. Donnie.
Yeah, I'm going to go Jaguars at home.
Imagine that. He picks his team.
All
I
right.
know. His
Well,
beloved.
they play in Indianapolis in a couple of weeks, so it may be a different story then.
Well, I mean, whenever I've got Jaguars questions, I know I only go to one person.
I'm going to the home team this round.
Patrick.
It sucks when you when you blindly just stick with your own team, because I will be the first to admit that the Colts are absolutely terrible in Jacksonville. They don't know how to win there, no matter how good or bad they are. But give me the Colts. I'm going to ride with them.
Okay. Jacksonville for me, because everybody loves Strange.
Well, I've heard about Stranger Things, so
Holy shit! He just hit a 63-yarder with it didn't look like he tried to kick down.
who Aubrey?
Notre Dame, baby.
Is that did Brandon Aubrey? Is he from the Irish?
Yeah, he played soccer.
But see, I thought it was soccer for you.
I mean, it didn't even look like he put any effort into that. He probably would have hit that from 65.
Yeah, that was.
Aubrey in
Is
our
he the
league?
best? Is he the best kicker in the league?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, by far. Who has Aubrey in our league?
Kish.
Ish.
Okay.
He's already got.
He's got
like,
21 points against me with his
Oh,
kick.
look at
With
this.
his kicker.
Yeah. That's like Virgil with me last week. He goes, "Oh, Derrick Henry's having a bad week, and Derrick Henry has 18." I'm like, I have 3 players that didn't get 18.
He didn't
So-
play it all in
He
the
didn't
second
play
quarter.
well.
He
He's
didn't
gonna be
play
the
it all
one
in the
seed.
second quarter.
You what?
What are you saying, Eric?
Kish will be the 1 seed since Donnie won't beat him.
Thanks a lot, Donnie.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Donnie.
I'm still trying to figure out how I beat him. That's weird. Next game, Steelers at Ravens. Ravens are a 6-point favorite, over under 42.5. And Baltimore at 66.2%. Lamar Jackson is questionable for this game. That could be used as a positive or a negative, depends how you see it.
I need to give a shout out to Mike Gorell, man. He's had a tough week.
He was on here earlier. I don't know if he's still on or not.
Well, like he's had to endure what the Steelers have been doing. He had to watch that. If he watched that horrible, terrible Chelsea game this week, and then he has to watch the Steelers and Ravens.
And he has Donnie as a friend.
I'm not going that far. Donnie's a good friend.
It's after 10 o'clock, and he's got to work tomorrow, so he's probably already gone for the night.
Did his package already arrive, Donnie?
What?
I said, did Eric's package already arrive?
Yes, today.
Well, then you're no good to him anymore. So it's back to the pot shop.
That's
See?
right.
Patrick knows.
Yeah, you're the man when he's waiting for the beer. He can give a crap after he gets it.
Yeah. Well, never mind.
Yeah, you had something ready. You had something in the chamber.
No, we'll move on.
Patrick, you know why Chelsea lost, right?
Well, because they have an absolutely horrendous record at Ellen Road since 1995. Yeah, I know.
No, because they didn't get a red card. That's how they're usually powered.
Well, they played like they had a red card because it looked like Leeds had like 2 extra guys on the pitch.
At
Did
least.
well, I'm sorry, they did because we had Tosin on the pitch. You know
All right.
exactly what I'm talking about.
I do. Steelers at Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, give me.
Everybody up at once.
Well, I know Donnie's going to take 10
Already
minutes. So,
went.
but
What?
so yeah, so give me the Ravens. I think Derrick Henry's going to have another good week, despite what Virgil tries to say that he struggles.
I will pick Ravens also. And Donnie?
Ravens.
And Lamar Jackson, I'm sorry, he's been terrible.
He really has.
And I like Lamar Jackson. That's the thing.
So who do you think Ed's going to pick between Aaron Rodgers versus Baltimore?
He'll take a flyer on the Steelers.
I can say I think he's going to go with tie.
Kent State.
Kent State. Next game.
Darla will tell him to pick the Steelers.
Broncos at Raiders.
You're probably right. Actually, I'll speak for him. You'll say true story.
Give me the Broncos.
Wait. Hold on. Did I? Hold on. I think I screwed up something. Hold, please.
I swear, Amon-Ra, you need to stop, man.
Oh, no wonder he always wins. He's like, oh, I messed up. Let me go change that real quick.
So until that a few minutes ago when I was looking at Aubrey when he made that kick, I looked over at my kicker and I'm like, why do I not have any points showing for my kicker? He's not out. And I looked.
Is he not playing?
Like, no, it's Badgley.
Oh, Michael Badgley for the Colts?
Yeah. They waived him on Tuesday. I didn't even know that.
Oh,
I looked down. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, shit, I got to get a kicker. Because my other kicker I've been playing is on bye this week.
Okay, so Broncos are a 7.5 point favorite. Over under 40.5. Denver 69.8%.
Broncos to cover the spread.
Okay, it's not a spread game, but that's good to know. Patrick.
Give me the Broncos.
Donnie.
Broncos.
And like I said, I will still call them frauds until proven otherwise, but they're not going to lose to the Raiders. Broncos. Next game, Bears at Packers.
Ooh.
Packers are a 6.5 point favorite, over under 44.5. Green Bay at 68.7%. Eric, give us some analysis.
Why is this a 6.5 point spread when the visitors are the 1 seed in the NFC?
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I don't get it either.
I don't know. You want me to call Vegas and see? Why don't I call them real quick?
I do.
Okay, give me 1 minute. You talk while I do that.
Yeah. Eric, what's the outlook on Josh Jacobs for this week?
He'll be fine. I haven't heard that anything's going on because we had a few
he
extra
had that
days
bone
since we
bruise.
played last Thursday.
Yeah. Wasn't it? It's a bone bruise, right?
His knee, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had a few extra days, so there's nothing, and they haven't officially activated him yet. Okay, Virgil, we get it.
What'd I do?
They haven't officially activated him yet, but Jaden Reed might be back. They're still not sure. If not, he'll be back for the Denver game.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see how the run defense does against the Chicago Bears 2 running backs. Like I said, Devontae Wyatt's out, so I'll be curious to see who steps in for him. And if they try to run more that direction where Wyatt would have been, obviously they'll put a guy there. I'm just not sure who they're going to have and if he's going to be quite as effective. So that'll be the key. If they can shut down the run, I think they'll be okay.
I don't really trust the Bears passing game in a game like this.
I don't either.
It's only 16 degrees. It's cold as shit there.
It's Chicago. They'll
I know they're used to it, but still, Lambeau is just.
But Lambeau's a different animal, though. I mean, whether it's cold or not, Lambeau's a different beast.
Yeah.
Even if you are the Bears, they're used to playing in snow. Which I think there will be snow. I don't know. Is there? Donnie, what's the weather? I know you follow all the travel and weather patterns.
No, it doesn't show.
I'm sorry. Let me ask the researcher, Mr. Researcher.
AccuWeather shows partly cloudy, partly sunny, 16 degrees.
Ooh, so no precipitation of any sort.
No.
It's not showing any. Man, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go Packers because they're at home. I'm just gonna take them at Lambeau.
No.
Why would he do
So-
that?
Well, then my mind's made up then.
Patrick, and what is that?
I'm riding the hot hand. Give me the Bears.
Okay. Eric.
Girl, you know what it is. Go Pack, go, baby.
All right. And Packers for me. Next game, Rams at Cardinals. Rams are a 7.5 point favorite. Over under 47.5. Rams at 65.9%.
Virgil, can you please take the juju off of Matthew Stafford, please?
Well, I mean, like, I'm not playing you anymore, so it's done.
And Juju Smith doesn't play for the Rams, so
Thank you. That's the other thing I was going to say. Thank you for getting that in. before I did.
That sounds like something Patrick would say.
exactly. That's why you got to throw it back at him when you can. Rams are going to bounce back in this one, so I'm taking the Valiant Virgils.
Thank you, Donnie.
If you lose to Jacoby Brissett,
Well, no, he wants Jacoby. The thing is, he wants the Valiant Virgils to win, but he wants Jacoby Brissett to do well because that's his
I want
quarterback.
Jacoby Brissett to go off in garbage time is what I want.
No, you want him to have 63 pass attempts, just no touchdowns.
This is what what he needs is the Rams to have a big lead, and the Cardinals have to throw the ball to try and catch up.
And then he either passes for a few touchdowns or he rushes it in just to be safe.
Right. Because I'm an idiot who's playing Brissett and the Rams defense at the same time. So let's have some fun.
Well, I'm the one that played.
That's a dichotomy you don't want. You want the quarterback to go off, but you don't want the defense to give up points.
Well, I was so desperate to keep the Texans defense. I mean, I had two Colts. I had three Colts on offense, and I had the Texans defense. So
you might should look and see if there's a better defense available.
Well, no, the good news is if Brissett gets intercepted, it offsets.
Well, true.
But you're depending on that. I mean, it shot me in the foot last week. I don't recommend it.
I know. I'm probably going to look for another defense.
Yeah.
But
Don't release that. Just don't release the Rams defense.
No, because Eric will pick it up and probably.
Yep. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah.
Rams.
Patrick?
I would like to submit a pick for the Los Angeles Valiant Virgils.
All right. And
That
Rams
might be my favorite name of all the teams I've named after you. Although the Dabo Valley Donnies
Dabo Valley Donnies is still my favorite.
Dabo Valley Donnies is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of who I've named teams after more. You or Donnie?
Donnie.
I know. That's the third one that I know of for me.
Donnie's got three. I've only got two.
No, you have three.
Who am I forgetting?
You got
Virgil.
You got Virgil. You've
Okay.
got the Los Angeles Valiant Virgils, and you've got the Indianapolis Industrious Virgils.
Didn't you give me a fourth one with Mercer?
I
thought-
did. The
I
Mercer
thought so.
I said the Mercer Marauding Virgils.
How many does
that was-
Profit have?
Profit doesn't have any yet.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
No, keep it to yourself.
The Packer Profits.
the profitable Packers.
The Profitable Packers. I like that. That's a good one.
They're owned by,
Can you give me the green? Like I did not pick the Green Bay Profitable Packers, but that's a
the
good one.
fans own the team, so they're not very profitable.
You what?
Well, they could be the Green Bay Profits.
That could be that.
All right.
We'll workshop it.
Texas.
I mean, Notre Dame Fighting Profits kind of work.
You what? The Notre Dame Fighting Profits do. No, the Lucky Profits. The Notre Dame Lucky Profits.
And then the Kansas Profhawks.
Oh, I like that.
Give me the Chiefs.
We haven't done that game yet. Texans at Chiefs. Chiefs are a 3.5 point favorites. Over under 47.5. Kansas City 65.1%. Eric has picked the Chiefs. Donnie.
Also, she's been getting really mad at me. She's like, "Why do you keep picking them? Because they keep losing."
Oh, so the curse has been lifted and it's moved on to you now.
Yeah.
The curse
Fine.
has moved into the Profit household.
The calls are now coming from inside the house.
Yep.
I think this is the last regular season game the Texans will lose. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs at Kansas City. They need a bounce back. Texans are solid defense. This might be the only one they lose the rest of the way, though.
That offense seems to be picking up too now.
It is.
It is.
But the Chiefs at home are that's a tough out in Kansas City.
Donnie, who'd you pick?
The Chiefs.
Thank you. Virgil, is it okay if I submit my pick now?
Why are you asking for permission?
Because you're the host, and I want to make sure I'm respectful of the host, running things.
Go ahead.
I would like to submit a pick for the Houston Texans, please.
Okay. I'm going to go Kansas City in this. I think that's a little too tall of a task for Houston to beat them at Kansas City.
I wonder why.
Listen, underestimate Davis Mills at your peril.
Well, what if
I know Stroud's healthy, but they might have a couple of surprise packages for Davis Mills.
I'm going to avoid the joke for that one.
Mhm.
Next game, Eagles at Chargers. Eagles are a 3-point favorite over under 40.5, which means it's going to be a terrible game.
Terrible.
And Eagles at 59.1%.
Eagles.
Give me the Chargers.
Virgil, is it okay if I make my pick?
Yes.
Go Birds.
Chargers still have like a very, very shoddy offensive line because of so many injuries right now. Is Herbert even playing?
Oh, not the
He's
sure.
supposed to.
Supposed to?
I swear with St. Brown.
I'm going to go with Eagles. I'm not playing Gadsden anyway, so I'm okay with that. So time for over-under. So Patrick, you are first since you won. So over or under on Colts Jaguars.
What gave it away? What's the spread on that?
The spread on that is 47.5.
I'm gonna take the under.
Okay. It was just a hunch. I don't know why.
Well, I did look up greatness in the dictionary today, and your picture was there, so it makes sense.
I appreciate that. Eric, you are next.
I never seem to get these right, so go ahead and give me the over on North Texas and Tulane. Why not? It's high, but sure, why not? Let's get a shootout going.
But the mean green Pokes are playing, so go Pokes.
Okay, I'm going to go back and count profits over unders to see how he really is doing. Donnie.
There's a Bates field goal. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The NFL games are terrible.
I love how Eric's terrible has become a thing on here. It makes me very happy. Terrible.
Fantastic used to be like that with Donnie for a little bit.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, don't
y'all called me out on that so much. I got complex about it. So
no, he brings it out on the morning show, and I love it. Like he'll say, "Man, I saw that game this weekend, and man, it was fantastic."
Donnie, it's nothing but praise on it. Usually when stuff gets called out, for me, it's all grammatical errors.
And with me, you just tell me I don't shut up. So, it's just, which I don't, but.
Well, if I could get a word in to tell you that, I would, but I
what
just
are you
let
talking
run
about? That's rich coming from you.
Give me the under on Duke, Virginia.
Let me see what the under.
Why don't you just hire someone to tell me to shut up? I mean, you got the money for it. Don't waste your own vocal cords. You probably have those things insured anyway.
I'm a little surprised by that line. Now looking at it again.
Oh, Duke, Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a clue why that's so freaking high. Neither one of these are high-powered offenses.
Isn't that Tony Bennett coach famous or something?
Yeah, Tony Bennett.
Isn't it Tony Bennett?
Tony Elliott.
Tony Elliott.
Same thing. Tony Bennett.
All right, give me. Let's see. Give me the over on. Yeah, give me the over on Boise State UNLV.
What's the spread on that?
That is a spread of 58.5.
Okay. Interesting.
And of course, Ed, I will get his information later whenever he sends it. And my spreadsheet is now doing something weird.
Oh man,
Ooh,
magically he got all the right answers.
He
He's doing something
knows.
weird.
He knows.
It's auto correcting.
Wait a second. It magically saw the future and it changed all of my.
No, what it is
I'm gonna go 52-0, and I don't know how it happened.
what it is actually doing is when I put the over on the column that I have selected, which is F, it is putting it in column J.
Eric,
So-
but Eric, he accounted for that.
Exactly. This guy acts like he doesn't know how to do spreadsheets or how to correct
He
them.
acts like he doesn't live in spreadsheets.
I'm trying to figure out why it happened, so I'm trying to troubleshoot this right now because usually that does not happen.
Listen, I'm gonna back off now because I don't want 128 coming after me. Okay, I already put her on the spot one time. I don't need to. I don't want to make her mad. So
I like how you dropped the second number.
you what?
I like how you forgot what the second number was.
175?
Oh, so you do remember.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah. Well, that is it for picks. So good luck to everybody. Hopefully Ed will send his before the first game starts or he will be disqualified.
Yep.
So
Oh, look at that. Eric's already got 31 points. Congratulations on winning the championship, Eric.
You're welcome.
let me see what Gibbs is at before we sign off.
Man.
20. Okay. So still.
I already
Still.
have an 84% chance to win.
Yeah, you haven't
Or
even made.
special.
Yeah.
I am. Also,
Yeah.
I could have blown this out and been like 95% if Lamb was still in.
Yeah.
Is he not coming back at all? Is he done?
Yeah.
No, he's out for the game, and he'll probably be out next week when the playoffs start. And so I'm going to lose next week in the first.
I heard he's out for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So
Considering
I'm going to win the championship because my best player's out.
Yeah, considering I have no running backs, can tell young Crawford congratulations on the win this week.
As you're projected to win, and you're winning right now.
So this is more of a Monday night story, but because Albert Breer posted it earlier.
Albert Bell?
Albert Breer.
Oh, okay.
FIFA operates like a crime family is his comment.
Oh, that's nothing new.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you'll learn very quickly that's
Yeah,
what
because
happens.
of FIFA's rules about sponsorship of and corporate names, non-sponsor corporate names at World Cup venues, AT&T Stadium will be called Dallas Stadium during the World Cup.
Yeah.
That don't surprise me.
That's hilarious.
So Virgil,
I wonder, do they cover up the AT&T stuff or the visual,
No,
or
they won't.
just how they refer to it?
Probably just how they refer to it.
They'll
They
probably
won't
have
show,
every camera angle will not show the AT&T though.
Yeah, they won't show any shots of it, so it'll be like. Can you imagine if they did that at Progressive Field? Like you'd have to just mosaic the whole place. All right, so that is it for picks tonight. So thank you for joining us. We will be back on Tuesday as we go over the winner of picks and go over the conference championship fallout and the FCS fallout. And I think, will we not have a playoff bracket by then? So we'll see what goes on from there. I'm sure we will all be level-headed during this, and there will be no fighting whatsoever.
No chance.
No chance. So
go Irish.
so thank you for joining. Go ahead.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No. I'm not getting started.
You sure? Okay. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys on Tuesday.